It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to show you what?
Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
song. Freezing, rest his head on a pillow made of concrete. Yeah. We put him in mess. That's called Pro Jam. You ever see Pro Jam live?
After these messages, we'll be right back. Wake up in the morning, there's a slap around the face. Wake up in the morning, there's a crackle in your face. Wake up in the morning, there's a pop that really says Rice Krispies to you, and you, and you. Pour on the milk and listen to the snap that says it's nice. Pour on the milk and listen to the crackle of that rice. Get up in the morning to the pop that says it's rice. Hear them talking Rice Krispies.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people!
Dante, you're a big cat, fat cat, mean cat. Ate all the food that we fed you today. You got fish on your face, big disgrace. Kicking your litter all over the place, singing, we will scratch you.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
right.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Chat family and the greatest panel of friends and all them positive vibes. Oh, it's BF Live.
It is BF Live. Welcome, folks. We made it. It is the weekend. We are here. It begins right now. Well, no, don't try to play it again. I already played you once. No, damn it. Stop doing that. Hi. That's right. You know what it is, Friday. Let's get it now. I got the cure. I got the cure for you guys to hang out the next 3 hours. The cure for weekend fun. Let's do it. Rittenolf's in the chat. I see a new friend member joined up with Juggalette Jen. CHB, we're going to get to that when we do the opening chat family check-in. But right now, the weekend begins right now because Friday, September 5th in the Stream Show Hood. Welcome. What is good, as I like to say. Come on, let's do it and let's get into it. Let me pause that and let's get this actually rolling. We ain't pausing nothing here. We're getting the... Oh, there we go. I got the Friday horn going. How's everybody doing? I can't stand that glare. Stand that glare. Don't care. I'm your man, Bobby Fran, as it says right there in the bottom of the screen. What are you guys doing for the next 3 hours? I hope you want to hang out with me and get the weekend started off right now. We're not waiting for the end of the day. We don't do that here on the Vibe. We hang out. We're going to do opening chat family check-in. I already see some energy in the chat, so let's get those chats built up for when we go over and do the opening chat family check-in. You guys know what we do. Hello to all my lurkers and workers out there, to people that are either too busy or too shy, that don't have a minute to jump in. I know you're out there. Thanks for enjoying BF Live The Vibe. But hey, I will ask you this. Everybody, if you have a minute, would you hit those likes, shares, and subscribe? Because I know you like us, but let all these algorithms know that you like us too. Maybe I'll get some favor here. But I got the favor of my chat family, and I got the favor of bros checking in. Let's get this guy in real quick before he goes to lunch. He's already simulcasting or co-streaming this show on his channel, Andrew the Giant 96, and his Facebook. So let's bring him in and let's say good morning to him, everybody. Good afternoon now. He is the one, the only, the Human Sports Sticker. It's Andrew the Giant. Andrew comes in.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy Friday, Andrew. Happy Friday, buddy. Yes, you came in right away backstage and you had your mic going and you happy Friday and all that. What's good today, buddy?
What's good?
Get ready to go eat something?
I have to let everyone know. I know my channel's been slowing down and stuff. I will be posting content again as soon as I get my iPad up and working. So everybody hang in there. I will be posting shorts again and everything. So please be patient with me.
All right, hang in there for our boy Giant. Andrew, the Giant 96 channel is what he's talking about. I hear someone read something right here. Okay. All right. I see you got a new message in there. We keep trying to get that to work backstage. I'm going to bring this other guy in. Now, you know who this guy, and he's the prolific podcaster. And I see you having a little audio issue back there, so I'll leave you for last. But I'm going to bring in the bro you know. He's ready to go. He's my friend. He's yours. He's from the Great White North. He is Bobby Nick.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. We're doing it and having it. I got deep butt cheeks.
Friday, Bob. We were talking backstage and you were like, wow, it's Friday. When somebody just mentioned in passing that it's Friday, you're like, oh shit, it is Friday, right?
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's already here.
And I say we always do it, but we're not waiting for the end of the day to have the weekend start. We're starting off right now here on the Vibe. What's good? How did you make out on No Filter last night, both you guys? Good No Filter?
We didn't do it. I took a day off. I took a day off.
I'm sorry. I did kind of see that in the chat. I guess I'm just going through my motions and asking how your Thursday night went. So yeah.
But you know what was really good? 2 minutes ago, Andrew on Twitter posted, thank you for almost 21 ball followers.
Ball followers? What was he trying to say?
BOL, yeah. Very interesting.
Sorry.
BAL? How about one ball?
I fucked up that one.
What was it supposed to say, Andrew?
I only have one testicle.
No, we already know that.
2,100 followers.
Oh, followers and not ball. He wrote ball instead of followers, Bobby Nick. Is that what he did?
He wrote ball, yeah.
I was wondering what the context of that would have been. I see the space nerd checking in and lots of friends checking in. We got to get the written off before he gets to sleep, or maybe you're going to stay awake. When does your weekend start? Does your start tomorrow when you get off tomorrow, like to start first thing Saturday morning? Maybe you'll let us know when we get over to the opening chat family check-in. I see all of our friends. I see Chris Thompson, Widow Killer, and Space Nerd and the like. So we're going to do the opening chat family check-in. We're going to do the Vibe other news and not so serious news. Let's see what I've promised you on the thumbnail today for the other news. I said, ooh, Uggs. Bob, you know the sensation it was the Ugg boots that all the girls were wearing a couple years ago? Those heavy kind of boots and all that. You familiar with those?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Well, there's an interesting thing going on in the United States that Uggs might not be Uggs anymore. They're going to have to go by another name. We'll get into that when I go over to my news desk. Yeah, and get a very famous name. And it's really going to have to be a name change here in the States. And also I'm going to do a story about a mountain ice cream man. I'll let you know in the other news. I got to tickle your ass with a feather, Andrew. Come on, I can't just tell everybody the whole show at the beginning of the show, my friend. I'm just doing a little teaser. After we do the opening chat family check-in, then you'll get all the details. I'm also going to do a story about a guy that went up the mountain, a mountain ice cream man, if you will. He offered hikers as they came up the mountain ice cream. We're going to see what that's all about and see why a guy went on a mountain and gave out ice cream to hikers when we do the Vibe other news or not so serious news. And there's also a story about the latest Lego that's going to be coming out. I want to talk about this. This is about a $1,000 Lego. So I want to know if I have any Lego heads out there. If you would pay $1,000 for something that you can put together once. I guess you can keep taking it apart and putting it together. But a $1,000 Lego we're going to talk about. And we will end the news as we always do with a sexy bikini report. That's what we do here on the Vibe. So let's do it. Got my buzzer going off on my dryer over there. It's kind of. Can you hear that buzzer, Bobby?
Yeah, a little bit.
You can. Can you guys talk about lunch or something? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go turn that thing off.
Okay. Hey, yeah. So, Andrew, what are you getting ready to eat? You know?
I don't know.
They never tell you.
They typically don't keep the lunch menu in the.
All right. That was messing with me. I just turned the buzzer off while I'm live.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, I took care of that. You guys were here that, so I figured I'd go take care of it. Thank you for vamping for a couple seconds for me. Let's see what our message says. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, I'll look into that. Okay, let me see. All right, now I got my boy backstage. You ready to come in yet? Give me that thumbs up on the sound. You good? All right, I think we got sound good now. All right, I got a buzzer taken care of. I got that eliminated, and now Scott's got his sound working. So we're getting the sounds going in the right way. Now he gonna come in now. He's my friend. He's yours. He is Scott Fitzpatrick. Come on, let's go.
Boy, y'all.
Got it.
Boy, y'all. Hope
Right.
you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got? Like a little lavalier mic? What are you rocking there, Scott?
Yeah, I got my little earbuds mic that I'm using. My mic that I use when I plug it into the computer just ain't reading it. It's getting power to it, but it won't.
Yeah.
It won't.
What the hell?
Don't like it. I don't know. Maybe you'll luck out and do it like a reboot on your computer. Maybe something like that might work.
Yeah.
So this is working though, like this.
Yeah, it is working.
Yeah, it is.
Scott perseveres, man. He's been through so much shit. He knows how to get. He's like, it might work now. There you go. I see your message backstage. Well, thanks for persevering, Scott. Oh, I see you got your sody. You're enjoying your sody today?
First soda of the day, man. It's the best.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that last week about how, what is it about that first one when it breaks the seal and just that sugary greatness, like or late at night when you wake up and you're, you want some of that? I'll put you, Andrew, you want me to put you backstage? You get ready to go have lunch?
I'm just telling everybody, join the chat.
Yeah, man.
Facebook.
Hell yeah. Have fun. We've got Andrew co-streaming my show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, on Andrew the Giant 96 channel here on YouTube and on Andrew the Giant's personal Facebook. Andrew hangs out with me during this time today, with us, should I say, and we hang out for 3 hours a day, and he's nice enough to co-stream my show on his channel. So welcome any new friends joining us from over there. Well, we got all the fellas assembled right here. I was talking about the stories we're going to do in the Vibe other news or not so serious news, but now that you guys are here, you guys already know how it goes, but I'm going to tell all my friends, all my chatters, what are you up to today? Are you ready? Are you excited that we're starting the weekend off right now? Get in the chat. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know the status of your day. How you feeling? What are you looking forward to today or this weekend? This is how the vibe is established right here on BF Live The Vibe. For the next 3 hours, folks, it is the chat family check-in. So the glasses are on. I'm going to go to my element, and you guys are going to establish the vibe. And we're going to get this show going, like Andrew's saying, for the next 3 hours, folks. Jump in that chat with all of us, and let's get Friday started right now. Let's get the weekend going. This is the opening chat family check-in for BF Live The Vibe stream show 377, folks. I was going to say it's Friday, but he can say it a little better. He can say,
we are making the weekends longer than the week.
Yes, we are.
And we'll do it again because
why?
It's Friday.
It is, in fact, Friday, and this is the opening chat family check-in.
amongst yourselves.
This is what we do. You talk amongst yourselves, you talk with all of us, and we're about to have 3 hours of fun, folks. You got them in, post them up. It is post time. If this is the opening chat family check-in, I go to the top of the chat, and we get it going. The weekend is here, and it begins right now. Are we ready? Ranger's here to crack the whip on the horse, and they're off. Let's get it going. Pecan kicks off the opening chat family check-in by saying, Goonie goo goo, you begonias, happy Friday. Then he utilizes his very own pecan emoji right here. He says, bunga, what he says, unga bunga, gano, gano, gano. BF Chang, he's got it all in there. Let's get it going here. What do you gano, pecan? Come on.
Gano, 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 gano.
I can know that always his second one is typically a very generous and colorful $2 super chat. Thank you. He always says, oh shit, we're doing it and we're having it. I appreciate your consistency, my friend Pecan. Thank you very much for that $2 super chat. And we move on. Then he has fun the way he always does by utilizing his very own membership emojis, indicating that he supports me with a monthly membership. There's 2 levels here, $9.99, and there's for littles $4.99 if you choose to support me that way. Pecan then expands the family by 1 member with a gifted membership for BF Live the Vibe, increasing the family of positive vibes. You're a member defender. And look who he called. He called our friend just a guest. And he wrote member defender right into the message. He knows what's up. The lovely Juggalette Jen checks in and says, good morning to me. Good morning to you. The littlest Hobet checks in and waves. How you doing, littlest Hobet? Secret undercover spy waiting for the show. Trust no one. There we go. How you doing? Juggalette Jen checks in with a very, very generous 1 gifted membership. Juggalette Jen and Pecan single-handedly expanding the family, 1 person a day, every day. Thank you, Juggalette Jen. CHB became a member from that one, so thank you, Jen. Me and Pecan are member defenders. You are the ultimate member. Oh, yeah. Every day, people are showing up in their mailbox going, who is this BF Live? And I'm going to go check this out. Written Off checks in and says, good afternoon, chat friends. Hit the like and share button, please. I would appreciate if you do what my friend Written Off ask of you. Written Off then says, Pecan, Hoya, I need to know if you're off today or if tomorrow's your first bit of the day off. Whoop, whoop, says Written Off checking in. Hoya, just Hoya, says Written Off. There's the membership link if you choose to support me that way with a monthly membership. Juggalette Jen gets the whoop whoop from Pecan. Written Off acknowledges me. Good afternoon to you, my friend Written Off. Written Off, Hoya from our friend Pecan. What's up, says Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson's checking in back on the vibe, and we're back to the handles that we chose rather than the @ sign. So whatever, that's what it is today. Chris Thompson checking in with his cool fonts right here. Good get high afternoon to you all, says FJM. The pen is fresh and it's ready to go. Don't ever threaten me with a good time, FJM. We'll get to smoking later in the show. Pecan says Chris Thompson, Hoya brother. There's Nightbots running. Let's do this right now. Here you go. It's for our friend Brian Clauder. We do it once a day. Let's see where Brian is now because he made the cut yesterday, so we have to see the fresh status live. So now we're going to go over to clicking on that link right there, and we're going to try to support our bro. For those of you who aren't familiar with this contest, Brian is taking part in a contest where he's attempting to win $13,000 and meet Jamie Lee Curtis, Matthew Lillard, and Kane Hodder. Now, this currently says first place. Voting for the top 15 ends. Now, it's 6 days, so it looks like he's in this round. He's first in this round, guys, so far. So now he's in the top 15, it looks at. It says voting for the top 15 ends Thursday, the 11th of September at 7 p.m. And there's the countdown to that very day right there. So go ahead and vote for our boy, Brian Clauder. He's trying to win 13 G's, and I need to know some people that have 13 G's in their pocket. So I'd appreciate that. Written Off says, Andrew, my friend, Hoya. Let's get that Hoya going.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Written Off.
Called for.
All right, Andrew. Well, Andrew's checking out for lunch, and if he don't wipe his face off too good, we might be able to play Guess What Andrew Had for Lunch by looking at the contents of his beard. Andrew checks out for now on the vibe. We'll get back with him when he comes back in here. FJM Takal, brother, from our friend Pecan checking in. There's the Nightbot running the Haunted Proof podcasting. Andrew emojis are being utilized by my friend Pecan with his membership. Chris Hoya from our friend Written Off. Hey, Pecan bro from Chris Thompson. Widow Killer checks in and says, rumors are going around that the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is appearing on SmackDown tonight. Oh, well, he ain't gone yet. Andrew, I know you're excited about Cena, one of his last runs going down tonight. What do you know about Lesnar appearance?
That's going to set up a match between Cena and Brock.
Another ultimate kind of ending kind of thing match. Well, there you go, Widow Killer. I got it in before he left. I'm going to put you back, Andrew, so you can work on backing out of the room. That's our boy, Andrew. He is the Human Sports Ticker. We'll have to see, get his opinion on some of those sports stories we do in a minute. Let me do the vibe, other news. Good afternoon, FJM says, Sir Andrew, rock on. There you go. He's still He's backstage. Hey, Written Off. How you doing? Chris Thompson checking in. Bobby Nick Hoya from our friend Written Off. Here she goes. She's checking in, guys. Let's find her element and let's greet her the way we greet her now. We go to my Terry Knee folder right here. I look for the Space Nerd that says Star Trek, and we greet the Space Nerd.
Until now, our mission has been that of space law regulation, contact with Earth colonies, and investigation of alien life. But now, a new task. A probe out into where no man has gone before. Space.
Nerd checks in on the vibe today. There you go. That's how she checks in now. That's how we greet the Space Nerd. Checking in on the vibe. Let's continue with the opening chat family check-in. Let's see where everybody's at in the status right here. Find my next one. Space Nerd checks in. Where were we at? Here you go. Good morning to you as well. Space Hoya from our friend Written Off. Hey, Written Off, Hoya, right back from Space Nerd. I need a nap, says Space Nerd. Getting to be that time of the year for me. Ooh, Scott, you got one in you? I don't think we've had one, but one good one this week. But you got one in you?
Yeah, I got one.
Here we go. Yeah. Hey, honey, that guy next door sitting on the porch doing them bird noises again. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Nerd gets the nerd call from FJM. I have a ghetto pair of those thugs. Oh, they call them... They call them, bugs or Uggs or lugs. I don't know. We'll get into that when we get into, I can't believe what's going on with the name change with that. I'll tell you all the details when we're done with the opening chat family check-in and we have fun with the other news. Good day, sir. Pecan from FJM. There's the Nightbot running Pecan's YouTube channel. That's where all the fun wrestling videos reside right there. You can click on that. Nerd call, Hoya from Pecan. Pizza, that's our friend FJM checking in. YouTube, there's the Nightbot running right there for all of our friends. JFK Hedgehog, Hoya. Lego Pokemon? No, it is not Pokemon. It is not. I mean, I was going to check with the judges, but I'll tell you now, even before the judges, it's not Pokemon, so no, it's not. You're just going to have to be patient for the other news, the not-so-serious news. JFK Hedgehog checks in and says, what's up, Mr. PC, Mr. Pecan? Pecan shouts out Widow Killer with the Hoya. FJM says, damn it, one day it has to be pizza. That's right. Well, see, FJM was used to his old place, Scott and Bobby Nick, right? It was always like pizza or chicken tenders. You ain't getting off that easy no more, FJM.
No.
Not at this new place. They feed them the good food. Let's see. It would either be pizza or leftover pizza or, Scott, Hoya and Gang from your friend Written Off checking in.
Written Off.
I think we haven't hit this yet today, so let's hit this because everybody's shouting you out. So let's hit this. Scott! From Pecan, Hoya. Matt, and hello, how do you doing, Matt, checking in? Gacious, it's been a minute since our favorite.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Our favorite ape checks in on the vibe. How you doing? He says howdy to everybody. Matt says, fuck yeah, Andrew, football is finally here. Can you believe it, Matt? We are also going to talk about a little Spitgate because we had some significant stuff happen within the first 6 seconds of the game, of the opening of football season last night. We'll talk about that in detail, and some scandalous things or some untoward things kind of went down in that little period of time. We're going to talk about it when we do the other news, the not so serious news. There's Mandy Diff having so much fun with us last night. Thank you, Mandy Diff, for being over 100 Proof Podcasting last night, where we watch fun videos on replayables, and we drink and we smoke, we laugh and we joke. You mostly smoke though, Gravity Bongs, and she joined as a member, Miss Llama Lover, so we appreciate that. Mandy Diff joining over here, and then she came over to Rumble. And she hung out with us last night. Let's hit her little thing right here. Mandy steps into the vibe. Mandy Diff checks in on the vibe. Let's keep it. We're almost near the completion of the opening chat family check-in. FJM says, Scott, the combo of pills seems to be helping me walk some and with the pain. So there you go. It's good that we're all commiserating with our pains and stuff like that. I want to shout out my sister, Kathy, who I talked to yesterday. And unfortunately, she went for a second go at that back thing. She's not so certain that it took well. So we send out some good wishes, or maybe it's some scar tissue, and maybe it's something that isn't as bad. He won't have to go in there a third time. But Just Bart says, good afternoon, everyone. Checking in and ding, okay for another day. Yes.
Nice.
Let's see, we ring that bell? Nope. Wrestling bell, we can just ring it from. How about this bell? How about this ring up front desk? Prop Master, you're getting acknowledged by our friend Matt checking in, as well as Bobby Nick from Matt.
Brother Matt.
Deep butt cheeks.
Matt and Mandy just getting acknowledged from FJM. Matt Hoya from Written Off. Bart gets acknowledged from FJM. Hi, Mandy Diff from our friend Matt checking in. FJM gets acknowledged by Matt. Mandy Diff acknowledges FJM, Written Off, and Matt. And we continue on. Love and light from my sister Kathy. Terry Nee checks in and does the nerd call. The nerd call. There's Terry Nee checking in. I'm kind of going backwards in it. I see Chops Talk checked in, saying, loving Scott's beard. Rocket dude. Rocket dude.
Right on, man. And I'm gonna tell Chop something real quick. I noticed over on Corn's channel, he watches a lot of police cam videos over there. And Chops, if you go to shameless plug here at Angry Iguana 112, if you go over to that channel, you're welcome to use. I got a bunch of Cyrax police body cam videos. If you want to check those out, man, I think you'd have a good time with them.
Yeah, many other channels utilize the Angry Iguana 112 content, and they brag about it. I'll defend BF's member. No, you misunderstanding the whole thing. Hoya all says Chops Talk as I kind of went ahead in the chat. I'm kind of looking through here. I want to thank subscribing Fawn Justin Yap for checking in. Thank you for subscribing to BF Live the Vibe. Welcome to our family. Thank you for checking in. This is awesome. We're having a great Friday so far. Good morning, or should I say good night. Still up from a long night of working, and Uncle Perry won't let me move in. Oh, I saw that. Yet you were giving him the shit again last night. Yes, it was a Perry night. We'll hit a little Perry talk real quick, and I'll show you some of the stuff on Twitter X, the kind of some of the antics that went down on Perry Caravello Live last night. I'm just going to scan through this opening chat family check-in. I just want to acknowledge any friends that we didn't say hello to, like our new friend. I'm glad I caught that one. Thank you, Fawn Justin, for checking in. Fawn Justin, yep. I'm going to scan through. I see Oscar. Oscar Electric checks in on the vibe. What's up, Oscar? He shouted out everybody in the chat. He says, thank God it's Friday. Absolutely, my friend. And we're going to start it off right now. Good morning to BF, my brother. That's me. Hey, good morning, brother Bobby Nick. And how are you, Scott? Says our friend Oscar. Oscar Electric.
Keep butt cheeks.
The always supportive and enthusiastic Oscar Electric. Space Nerd says, Hoyo, Matt. And with that, why don't we wrap up this opening chat family check-in and let's get on with the show. That's how we start the show, folks. The vibe has been set. That was the opening chat family check-in.
Yourselves.
You just did, and we encourage you to continue to talk amongst yourselves because it's Friday, we're having it, and we're doing it.
We're doing it.
That's right, and we're getting the weekend started exactly right now. You know, it's been a short week because I didn't do a show on Monday, so we got, for many of you, maybe it's the same way. Maybe you just work quick Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and here we are at the weekend again. We can act like maybe that week didn't happen, but I know that there were a lot of tears and cheers about the kids going back to school. Because, you know, some parents are more enthusiastic about that than others. But some of these kids ain't having it, and they're trying to sneak out of school already, guys. But they're trying to do it on the down low, as I show you in this video right here. You see what they're doing? It's time lapse, so they're doing this a little bit at a time. They're going to see a little bit, see if he notices. A little bit, see if he notices. Watch. Look, he said the teacher ain't done shit yet. Teacher hasn't done shit yet. Look. until he got to the door. Until he got to fucking, like, no, you can't do that. School just started. You ain't gonna get away with this, kids. I don't care how slow you go. But that's Bob. That's what I loved about this. I'm like, if Scott, if I would have got in the aisle, it seems like a teacher would have been on my ass, like, hey, what you guys doing back there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But this guy, look at the non-reaction from the teacher. He barely looks that way or walks in that direction at all. Like nothing. Just steady teaching. You ain't gonna get out of school work that easy. I wish I know how many minutes that covered. No, you got to come back. You ain't getting away that easy. Yeah, I wish there was a little timer on there so I know like how much time that actually represented, Scott. If that was like took him a half hour to do that, it might make it even funnier. The clever, funny ones you can't stop laughing at, but you won't tell them to knock it off too. Oh boy, she's talking about the school kids because she was in school for a minute. Justin shouts out he was hanging out last night. He cunt. Did you gift me, says Just a Guess. Show enough, says P Cunt. And the chat family, stay strong. These are the kids I loved in my class, says Space Nerd. I don't know. The clever, funny ones that you can't stop laughing at, but you want to tell them to knock it off too. It's like, that's funny, but I can't say it is, right? Well, there you go. No, we're not going to get out of swing. No matter how much time you take, you're doing it slow. We're not going to slip out of our responsibilities like that. You got to stick in school. It just started, folks. But you know what hasn't started yet? But what's about to start is the BF Live The Vibe other news, folks. Dare I say, we are going to have fun. I'm going to prove it to you right now as I slide over into my news desk. And don't worry, folks, because this ain't the serious news. This is the BF Live The Vibe, not so serious news. It's your dancing newsman, Bobby Fran, at my news desk. Ready to bring you all the news that's fit to be news. This is the BF Live The Vibe, other news, or the not so serious news. I wish that Andrew was here to talk about this because my first story is sports related based on the beginning of opening season of NFL football. The first game happened last night. And like I said, within 6 seconds of the game occurring, we had a lot of controversy. We're going to talk about that in our first story as we start the Vibe, other news, or not so serious news. So yes, like I said, this kicks off the entire season now. And I know like winter is just going to be up my butt before y'all know it because we'll be week 5, week 10 before we know this. But last night, the whole season started off, but it started off with a little clunky. The Eagles' Jalen Carter was ejected before the first play of the season for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott after Prescott spit in his direction. So see what had happened was you're seeing the top of the headline where it says Jalen Carter was ejected. So what had happened was quite literally is that they kicked off the ball, Scott, and they come running up the field. It got down wherever it got down, right? That took 6 seconds. In the meantime, one of the Eagles got hurt. He's laying on the field. And that this gives time for Dak Prescott and this defensive guy to have some words with each other. And all we saw last night on national television, the only shot was the guy from the Eagles going, poo, and just like spitting right on Dak Prescott, like shitty. And so he got ejected right away. 6 seconds into the game, Scott, he got ejected. He didn't even get his first playoff. So that's how the season's starting off. The Eagles are coming off of the Super Bowl championship. This guy spits in 6 seconds and gets kicked out of the game. And then as the night goes on, we learned from NBC and from other camera angles that apparently Dak Prescott was out there talking a little shit, and he might have like precipitated this or caused it. Here's a little bit of it right here, and I'll go to the actual video. But see, he's right there bucking up to this guy right here, Carter. 78, the brother right here, and Dak Prescott is back here, number 4. He's kind of bucking his head up to him, like, yeah. He's giving him like the bitch head, like, yeah, bitch, what you gonna do? It's like
wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookies.
Watch,
When I
look.
step through, I actually say the words like, "What the hell would I?" Excuse me, but I'm.
There's the
probably
see the
need
spit
to-
right there.
I need to spit on you for.
So that was the second spit, but we didn't see the first spit at first. Now, mind you, this all happened in the first 6 seconds of the game after the opening kickoff. All of this is going on. So I'll read you the article, and then there might be another video where we can kind of go through it timeline-wise, and I'll show you how Dak spit and then how it played out. For the most part, this is not how the Eagles wanted to start their season. Pro Bowl defensive lineman Jalen Carter was ejected 6 seconds into Thursday's season opener against the Dallas Cowboys after spitting on Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott. Luckily for the Eagles, the loss of their best defender didn't prevent them from beating their rival Cowboys 24-20. In a twist long after Carter's ejection, video broadcast by NBC after halftime showed that Prescott actually spat first. But Prescott aspired to spit in the ground in the direction of the Eagles player instead of on them. Carter responded by spitting directly on Prescott. Prescott was not ejected or penalized. Here's the video evidence of both spits, and this is what I want to show you about this, and then we'll see what everybody thinks about this. So here, now you guys know, Scott, you know that typically words don't even have to be spoken. The offensive line always protects the quarterback no matter what the situation is, right? It's like protect first and ask questions later. So I think this guy Carter and Dax were having words, and you're going to see the lineman kind of like surrounding around him, but Dak is going to spit in his direction first, and the guys try to step in like, no, this ain't going to happen. Like, watch this.
And Dak spits.
See the spit? And his boys went in like, no, you ain't gonna get through because I know that boy's gonna want to kick your ass, right? Like, watch. And see this? He gives him a little bitch head nod, like, what you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch? That's what that little head nod means.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, bitch?
The Eagles with Carter, who had walked over.
And look at the shit-eating grin. Look at the smile, Scott.
Yeah, man.
So then this is the retaliation, but like in hockey, the retaliation guy always gets the penalty.
Prescott's spit was down. Carter was.
That's all we saw at game time. With 6 seconds in the game, this is all we saw.
Face and onto his uniform jersey. Carter was kicked out of the game. The official, Brian Neal, the umpire, was standing right there and saw what went down.
So we'll just go through it one more time because a lot of people, spitting in sports should not be there either way. So even if Dak spit on him first, that guy should have tried to control himself and not. But it's always the guy that retaliates. But yeah, this is a bit of a bitch move by Dax right here.
Yeah.
See. Look, there he goes with the spit, and his guys are going to block in on him right away. Like, yeah, I'm going to let you get away with that spit, and then we're going to protect you so this guy don't fuck with you.
Dak spits down towards the ground, but in the direction.
Yeah, bitch. What you going to do, bitch? How you like that?
And that begins
So
the interaction.
I'm expecting that Dak Prescott should probably get penalized for this. So that's my first story. I'm going to see what everybody thinks in the chat about this. Let's see what everybody's saying about this first story in the vibe. Yes.
I'd rather somebody punch me than spit on me, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, because something about spit just brings some extra rage out when you're something extra disrespectful. Oh yeah, space nerd from our friend Matt. Oscar gets acknowledged by our friend Matt as we're going to catch up to the comments about this first story in the vibe, other news or not so serious news. Good Lord, he is a crybaby multimillionaire. Which one? They all are. Yeah, you're going to be more specific about that one, about space nerd. To be more specific about that one, you got a whole screen full of them. I love watching men spit on each other 6 seconds after the opening kickoff. Yeah, isn't that what did you paid like all the money for and everybody all the millions of dollars they pay for that product? So he put spit out there. Oh, directed like llamas. He said he directed it real good, acting like llamas. Dak Tua, somebody Pete Cunt said. Dak Tua.
I don't even like a woman to spit on me during you know what. I'll call the police. I'll call the police, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fluid guy either there, Scott. I don't need the fluid. Some people need to I don't need to see all the bodily fluids either. Wavy G says this is too much like the Seinfeld episode, Back and to the Left. Back and to the left. Did you see what he did? There you go. It keeps skipping on me, so let's go in here. Back and to the left. Pete Cunt gets it, says our friend Matt. Cowboys lost another one, huh? Yeah, they sure did. They sure did, guys. Says they'd starting off Jerry Jones, son of a bitch of a bitch. Dax won Master of the Mind Games. Well, that is the thing, Rob Taker. You know, if you're a hockey fan, you see this go on all the time where it'll be like a tug or a hit or a spit or whatever, and it's always the guy that retaliates that gets the penalty. It's almost never the first guy. What's up, Rob Taker checking in? FJM says, Dak is always spitting in games. It is true, FJM, but you tell me after seeing that didn't look like a little bitch move, like, yeah, what you gonna do, bitch? You know, like, that's not good sportsmanship neither. Dax spit at him or spat. I love the past tense of spat. He spat at him. Maybe spank each other. Not everybody, Terry, no, not everybody gets off the way you do. Tight ends are not the same thing to Terry Nee. Losing by 4 when it could have been a murdering isn't bad. Rob Taker, I was really surprised that because the Eagles are the world champions or the Super Bowl champions, whatever way you want to refer to it, and they had all the momentum. It was a home game. I thought this was going to be a much more dominant game than it actually turned out to be. And plus, they had a pause in the game action for lightning too. So it was a really weird. You had suspensions and ejections after 6 seconds, and you had a pause for the lightning for the first game of the year. FJM says, never on someone. I guess so. I think it was the spitter. Perry's a big football fan, so I'm curious what his thoughts would be on this. He's a big spitter, too. There's all of our friends' links. LIP, lip readers have said it looks like Dak said, your boy died. Ooh, that's even more fucked up. To Carter as well. Carter was involved in an accident. Ooh, that is hard. That killed his friend and charged with reckless driving before he got drafted, Scott. Thank you for that background information on those two guys, man, on Carter. What's up, OG Mumbling Nick steps in. That's what I love about the chat family, filling in the gaps in here. Well, there you go. That's what we think about that first story. Rob says that Dallas has no defense and the Eagles have one of the best offenses. It should have been Eagles by 30. You wonder, bro, and like every team loses a couple pieces during the offseason, right, Rob Taker? So I have heard say, I know that they do have good depth on the Eagles, but sometimes that second guy is as good or better, and sometimes he's not. We'll see how it plays out. It's only one game, my friend. Rob Taker checks in with his comments, and we're going to move on to the next story in the Vibe Other News or Not So Serious News. This is one of the stories I promised in the thumbnail, Scott. Now, you're our walker, right? You're our like resident walker here. You're kind of flatland walker. You're like you do trail walking, right? Right. When I can, yeah. Let me see where. And then Scott had this whole notion one time, right? He was going to walk, but I think something in the air, the animals or something in nature reached out to him and said, "No, Scott, this isn't going to happen." But Scott was going to walk 500 miles or something like that. Well, Scott would walk for 50 miles, and Scott would walk for 50 more, just to shave his eyebrows off again and throw a fork down at your door. There you go. Okay, Popke, you set me up for it, you son of a bitch. Chris Popke set me up with those lyrics and made that fun track when we were talking about Scott being like a trail walker. Well, Scott, I don't know if you're much of a mountain climber, but check out what these mountain climbers or these hikers get. The legendary, if you will, legendary man carries ice cream and dry ice up a Colorado peak as a treat for other hikers. So let's see why a guy would be compelled to take ice cream up, sit on a mountain, and hand out ice cream to people when they're climbing on a mountain. There's the guy. Look, he's dressed up like an ice cream scoop, Scott. Look at this. I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, we got to find out what's going on here. Now, hikers who climbed a Colorado mountain got more than just a sweeping view at the top. A man in an ice cream cone costume unexpectedly was handing out frozen treats. No one seemed to know the man who carried ice cream sandwiches and bars and dry ice in a 60-pound pack up Huron Peak over the Labor Day weekend. But word of him spread quickly to the hikers still making their way up the 14,000-foot peak there, Scott. It's a mountain. It's one of the Colorado's tallest mountains. 14,000, bro. When I drove, I've been to Colorado once. We rented a car and we drove up Pikes Peak, and they would only let us go up like 11 miles because it was snowing too severely any further up the mountain and all. And that was only like 11,000. So I've never been up 14,000 feet. This guy went up with ice cream. Blaine and Kathy Griffin were about 3/4 of the way up Huron Peak when other hikers told them about the man. They were worried he would run out of ice cream by the time they got there. The quote says that eventually we got to the top of the mountain and tired, hot, thirsty, and didn't know it, but ice cream was just the kind of what we wanted, Blaine Griffin said. He and his wife enjoyed their ice cream sandwiches, which still were surprisingly very cold, with some leftover pizza that they carried with them. Christopher Whitestone said his two children, Olivia 11 and Owen, went straight to the ice cream man as soon as they reached the top of the mountain, considered a relatively moderate climb among Colorado's more than 50 peaks of over 14,000 feet. It definitely leaves a lasting impression for my kids and as a very positive experience, Whitestone said. But he warned them not to expect that every time they climb a mountain. Photos on social media show the man in a camping chair, a beer nestled in the armrest, wearing sunglasses with a fake mustache attached to it. Members of a Facebook group for people dedicated to climbing the state's 14ers called him a hero, with one declaring him legendary. Get it? Like 2 words, legend, D-A-I-R-Y, get it? Some also marveled at his ability to climb the mountain with such a heavy pack at elevations where the thin air can make it hard to carry just your own body up. Blaine Griffin said the man later zoomed past them on the way down the mountain, this time without his costume, making him think that he had climbed it many times. The ice cream had just ran out by the time Rick and Sarah Rosenkrantz of Las Vegas made it to the top. But Rick Rosenkrantz said he was just as happy to be able to witness the quirky stunt, which he said was a good anecdote to the tendency to focus on racking up achievements in the outdoors. Well, there you go. So that's an ice cream man. There you go. Stop me when I'm passing by the ice cream man on the mountain in Huron Park, up 14,000 feet when you got up to the top of the mountain. Look at this guy. Looks like Mr. Beast or something in a costume. I don't know, looks like a weird guy. But there you go. That's a pretty fun story in the vibe. Other news, or not so serious news. He looks like Perry when he had a mustache.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think it was that bad. How horrendous, Scott, that dye job that Sheila put in, it's like wearing out. His beard is like, it seems like every day it gets a little more whiter and whiter. He just got like a week ago, 10 days ago or something.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, I don't know why I'm holding this microphone for. I don't know. I was going to ask you, it looked like his beard had been shellacked a couple of days ago or something.
Oh, we'll see how it looks when we go over to Perry Talk and check it out on Twitter X. Let's see. No shit. OG, we got checking in. I love this guy. Send him the link. Is that Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
No, because if it was Perry, he'd be eating ice cream. He wouldn't be giving it out. He ain't giving out shit to nobody. I don't have room in my freezer for ice cream. The Eagles lost nothing, and Dallas lost the best defensive player. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. That is true. I mean, well, they lost that Carter guy, and they had 2 injuries in that first 6 seconds, but I don't think it was, obviously it wasn't game-changing because they won anyway. Let's see. And yeah, Dallas lost Michael Parsons. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't have been that close. Personally, I think the beard makes Perry look straight. There's no beard is that convincing. What is up, says, actually, Brandon Deft. What's up, Deft, checking in? You know what's up, Deft? Brandon Deft, you're here just in time for my next story in the Vibe Other News, the not-so-serious news. Scott, Mike Tyson's going to fight again, bro. That's how I'm going to start this story.
Really?
Yes, he's going to fight again. After we got all excited. I see you back there, Andrew. I'll bring you in a second. We got all excited thinking that when he had that Paul fight, that he was going to he was looking sharp and training. He looked like he was going to kill and slice up mofos. And then he got in that ring and he looked like feeble, and we felt bad for him, didn't we, Scott?
Yeah.
Right, Bobby, Nick?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, Mike, what was he thinking? And it was almost like that Paul was backing off of him a couple rounds and wasn't going all in on him. And oh, you don't pity him on top of that. Well, how about this, Scott? Maybe this one will work out because this is going to be with 2 old dudes. How old are Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather? Old enough to be worried. Here we go, Scott. That's who's going to fight. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. have agreed to a fight. And who agrees it's a good idea? Who's to say? It might not be the fight for the ages, but it will be a fight for the aged. Mike Tyson is 59 and Mayweather is 48. And according to a press release announcing the fight, this spring, the Hall of Fame boxers will climb into the ring with their combined age of 107 years old and a combined head trauma of, well, is there any way to know for sure? This is indisputable. Less than 1 year ago, Tyson looked feeble in the boxing ring in a unanimous decision against Jake Paul. He later said, forget everything that happened at the first round, while the rest of us did not have the same luxury. Yeah, we couldn't forget none of that shit. We were watching that sad shit. In a press release announcing this fight, Mayweather called the fight an exhibition. He has fought several of them since he retired in 2017 at 50-0, but there's still fear of a pillow fight gone awry. He goes, Mike Tyson says, I still can't believe that Floyd really wants to do this, Tyson said, according to the press release. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it, so it's signed and it's happening, says Mike Tyson. On his Instagram page, Mayweather wrote, I fear no man but God. Let's get it. Of course, that's the type of talk that's going to get people to watch the fight and may be crafted simply for marketing purposes, but it also calls for concern. Head drama is no joke, particularly for someone like Tyson, who looked out of sorts during his first pro fight in 2 decades. Paul looked like he let Tyson off the hook, and I agree with that assessment. I totally agree with that assessment, guys. But I said it earlier. It looked like there was a couple times where you're like, oh, now he's really, it's almost like an insult to not to hit him, Scott, at some point, you know? Like
Mayweather's going to have his way with him, ain't he?
All right, well, you think that's, I'm glad you gave an opinion, Scott, because I didn't really, well, let's see what this guy thinks. He's the human sports sticker, Andrew. What do you think about Mike Tyson's going to fight again, buddy?
I think they might both end up lying on the floor.
Wow.
Afterward.
Let the boxers hit the floor. Let the boxers hit the floor. All right, Andrew. Why Andrew the Giant's back? What do you have for lunch, Andrew? FJM always thinks it's pizza.
It's hamburger helper with noodles.
Nice. Good old hamburger helper. My wife don't like that stuff, but it's a good old belly filler.
I might brush my teeth really quick, so I'm going to be back because I didn't do it this morning.
All right, there's Funky Breath Andrew. Going to go take care of them teeth now. He'll be back in a minute. We'll bring him back in when he does. All right, guys, I got another fun story. It's a kind of a sports story, and it's going to roll us into our Lego story. This is the first of 2 kind of Lego stories I'm going to give you here on the Vibe Other News, the not so serious news. This one, Scott, and I had those guys a couple weeks ago at those sports boards where they were running over Legos or doing crazy shit. Like they had like electrical plugs in their feet and all that stuff. Right, I have a similar related story, and this involves a world record. A barefoot woman breaks record for running across Lego bricks, Scott. I'm going to read this article and watch when you see how many bricks that she runs across, Scott. Look at this. Look at that row of bricks. This is a New Zealand woman showed the strength of her soles when she ran barefoot over 100 meters of loose Lego bricks in 24.75 seconds. Gabrielle Wall broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest 100 meters barefoot on Lego bricks when she attempted the 328-foot sprint in Christchurch, New Zealand. The track was covered in 661 pounds of Lego bricks donated by Imagination Station, a New Zealand nonprofit that uses Lego pieces for robotics and mechanics education. Wall says she spent an entire 2 entire months barefoot to build calluses in preparation for her attempt. Even attending a wedding without shoes. You couldn't have put shoes on for one thing. I'm proud to have pushed myself to new limits, Wall told the Guinness World Records. The record-keeping organization said the mother of 2 has probably stepped on the plastic bricks more times than she can count. In our video, Gabrielle is wearing sunglasses, presumably to hide her tears from the pain of standing on all that Lego, Guinness World Records said. Wall said she is considering attempting more Lego-based Guinness World Records, but for building rather than running. So I'm going to show you the video now, Scott and Bobby Nick and chat family. This is what the world record length and attempt looks like. 24.75 seconds. Right here, it's a Kiwi. A New Zealand lady does it. Let's watch this right now. Watch how many bricks this is. 600 plus pounds of
All
Legos.
parents out there, if you've ever stepped on a rogue piece of Lego on the floor, you know just how painful it can be.
Yes, I
now,
do.
Imagine doing it repeatedly
It's like a bugger.
on purpose. A Christchurch mum has done just that. A 100-metre sprint barefoot over thousands of the tiny bricks. Thomas Mead was there for a painful world record attempt.
When day broke this morning, a small army was preparing the unthinkable.
This is what the first thing I was impressed with, Scott, is how many 660 some pounds of Lego bricks and how consistently and how far they lay them, buddy. This is amazing.
This Lego and more.
300 kilos of Lego laid out in a gauntlet that stretched 100 metres, creating a
shit.
trial beyond the imagination of most parents, but not Gabrielle Wall.
I actually had a health scare a couple of years ago, so re-evaluated my bucket list as a result. One of the things that ended up on the list was to do a Guinness World Records attempt.
She's been barefoot for 2 months, callousing the soles of her feet at supermarkets, Christmas parties, and even a wedding.
Fortunately, I'm already married because I'm not going to pick up anyone with these feet.
Her children providing the motivation.
I'm the coach. I coach her. I'm manager, so I basically just yell at her.
The material supply.
Just basically yell at her. I thought that was funny too, Bobby. Nick. I'm the coach. I basically yell at her. Hello, Tom. It's Perry. I need you to tell everyone to send me Legos because I think I've found my new wife.
By charity Imagination Station.
It's all about raising awareness for what Lego can do. We wouldn't personally recommend trying this out at home.
And soon the preparation had come to an end.
Wait a minute, we got to get in this in real time because our friend Electric Gino steps in and he says, my blind stepdad stepped on countless tiny Legos when I was a kid. I got in trouble a lot, he says. Oh, damn. He got, fucking Gino, you leave those fucking Legos down again. You know I'm blind, you son of a bitch.
It's approaching.
Nice conditions on the track today, sunny with a good chance of injury.
The nerves settling in.
It looks a lot longer than it did in the training, I have to say.
The great philosopher Seneca once said that we suffer more in imagination.
That is intimidating looking, Scott. That is intimidating.
Than we do in reality.
On your marks, get set.
Clearly, he never heard of bigger. Most painful obstacles, the palm trees and window frames.
Palm trees and window frames, guys. Look at this.
It switched from being like, wow, I'm actually doing this to, boy, that looks like a long way away.
Gabrielle Wall couldn't be stopped. The challenge vanquished.
Cape Coral Creeper stepped in on the vibe.
Dream. It's like running on clouds.
A doctor there to inspect it.
God, look at them feet. She had the blue in the bottom, but there's a couple more like slashes on her shit. Look at that. It's got like gashes and gnaws in them and shit, but
no serious injury, but her feet.
There you go. Look at that one.
Definitely
We're getting
worse.
Now, it's still not as bad as Wendy's feet.
Like the worst massage you've ever had.
Like the worst massage you ever had.
Moment of truth. The time. 24.75
I hear it too,
seconds.
Gino.
You did it, man.
I did it. Good stuff, coach. Good stuff, manager.
The footage will be sent to officials for verification, and if approved, the record may stand forever. You'd have to imagine it's not being challenged anytime soon. Thomas Mead, 1 News.
It'd been hard for me not to veer off a little bit, Scott, at some point. Like, if I got to be hurting too much, I'd be like, run the other way, you know?
Yeah, damn.
Am I echoing or something?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if somebody doesn't have earphones on or something, I'm hearing myself come back through some way, yeah.
I don't hear an echo, so that means it's me, right?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, probably.
What do I do?
Oh, let me check your settings in here. Maybe I got some echo cancellation that didn't turn on.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. Bobby Nix, Scott Fitz, Just Mike Auto. Ain't that in? Where is that, Bobby Nix?
It's in the settings somewhere. Should be
mute mic. I got mute mic. Unmute mic. I did this with Andrew. 1 2 1 2. I can hear a little bit feedback coming through.
Hello.
Yeah, see, coming back through.
Was it doing it the whole show?
What? No, it just seemed like it got later.
Yeah,
it's a little better right this second. It's not as severe. Edit mic settings. Let me see. Here we go. It already has echo cancellation on.
What the fuck? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
1 2.
Yeah, it gets real bad when you take it off.
1 2 1 2. That's better, right?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Oh, yeah.
I got it. I figured it out. I found a setting. Those are officially, Paul says, that lady who ran. Man, I would have veered off at some point during that record attempt. Man, I don't know if I would have been, I'm a son of a bitch, but there you go. That reminds me of that's funny that Electric Gino said he had a blind stepfather he would leave him out for. You sure that was like subliminal? You didn't do that on purpose because you didn't really like the bastard. All right, that was our first Lego story. Now I also teased in the thumbnail a $1,000 Lego, folks. So let's do the $1,000 Lego story because I mean they got all the Harry Potter ones. I mean we can just name probably any franchise. Thank you, Cape Coral Creeper, for saying it sounds good now. Thank you for checking in. But yes, there's so many franchises that have expensive Legos. Somebody guessed Pokemon, but it's not Pokemon. It is Lego's new $1,000 Death Star. Star Wars, excuse me. I geeked out there. Thank you. Let's read about this. The latest UCS Death Star trades a spherical diorama for a lot more pieces and a much more controversial format to go with its $1,000 price tag. So here, it looks like it's kind of like the inside, like a slice of it this time is what they're doing here, where you can see all the pieces inside. It's been nearly a decade since Lego last menaced Star Wars fans' wallets with a full Death Star diorama. But much like the Empire itself after the Battle of Yavin, the brick builder is bringing the battle station back bigger than ever before, and that includes its price as well as its parts count. This morning, Lego finally revealed the plans for its latest fully armed and operational, but not fully spherical, Death Star set. Clocking in at 9,023 pieces, more than double the parts count of its 2016 set, which retailed for $500, the new display piece changes up from Lego's previous Death Star dioramas to replicate the station as a 30-inch wide, 10-inch deep disc. Like the prior set, this slice of Death Star is a full of vignettes based on both the first and second Death Stars, as seen in A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. Look, and here's all the little things. Here's all the little scenes you get inside of it. The shield is down. Commence attack on the Death Star's main reactor. Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm turning he turned off his navigation computer. What the hell's wrong with you, Luke? Obi-Wan. Let's see. There you go. But there's little dioramas, little scenes. Familiar scenes include, of course, the trash compactor scene, Princess Leia's detention block, the tractor beam power generator, the meeting room for Imperial Command, the battery control for the Death Star's main laser, and the Emperor's throne, complete with Luke and Vader duking it out. That's cool. There you go. There's the beam coming off of the Death Star right there. But, Scott, I was never a really big kind of Lego kid. I guess, I don't know, just never, it never caught my interest, I guess, for whatever reason. How about you?
That same here. I never had any Legos, so I never got into them.
Never got really too deep. How about you, Bobby? Nick, you ever fucks with Legos?
I had some, but no like sets or anything like that,
My youngest daughter was a Lego head, man, like any little like animal set. And now they got these 3-in-1s and 2-in-1s. And every time she would go out with grandma and grandpa, she would come back with one of these little kind of sets. So she is the Lego head of the family. There is yes, go ahead, please.
I do got a great big, it's huge. It's a Harley Davidson leg, but I've never taken it out of the box as a collector's thing.
I do remember you bringing that up. Well, every time we do bring up Legos from time to time because they are a big thing in pop culture. And yeah, you said you came across this unopened kind of Harley Davidson. We have to look. I don't think we've ever looked that one up. But this one, it says there's also small meditation room for Darth Vader based on the one on board the Executor in The Empire Strikes Back. And even a pretty sizable hangar, complete with a buildable Imperial shuttle. Running throughout the diorama, connecting all the floors together, is a series of lifts, each with sliding doors, and yes, perfect for people faking a prisoner transfer. So there you go, folks. I don't know. There it is. There's Luke and Darth going at it. There you go. Oh, do they have? I guess you got to take his hand off when they do the hand slice. When they slice his arm off, you got to rip it off and go, ah! You got to do that shit. Guess you can do that.
All these characters on this, it puts me more in the mind of Spaceballs.
That's a good pull there, Scott, because it's like a goof on like the on Star Wars and all the kind of the outer space movies. So there's kind of what it looks like. There's all the characters, I guess you get with it. Got the parts broken down in certain categories right here. But there you go, folks. There it is. That's what it looks like in the box. What they say, 9,023 pieces, and it only costs you $1,000. Geisha checks in and says the coolest Legos were Bionicles. My daughter had a couple of those too. She liked those as well as the animals. But there you go. I want to know if you, since you're a Lego head, Bionicles was the shit. You weren't cool unless you had a Lego Bionicle set. There you go. I knew I had some Lego heads in here, so I want to know if you would pay $1,000 for a slice of the Death Star. Hoya, everyone, says Tiffany Washington, checking in on the Vibe Other News. That was one I promised in the thumbnail, $1,000 Lego set. All right, now where were we at with the news right here? All right, let's see. Oh, I got to run this one because when we just talking about animals earlier, let me see. I want to talk about, we have talked about many different animals in the past, maybe passing for I think I said that I'm going to get an emotional support animal. I'm going to get a giraffe, Scott, and I'm going to fly with it. And I defy anyone to tell me that's not my emotional support animal, buddy. Let's see if that works. Seems like anything can be an emotional support animal, and I have a video that's going to back up that very statement. Good morning, Tiff says 2 joints. Widow Killer says the Legos video games are the best. Good afternoon to yes.
It was odd you was talking about that while Tiffany Washington's thing was up there, because recently she lost her emotional support bearded dragon.
All right, yeah.
Well, I see your emotionally support bearded dragon. First of all, our sympathies and empathy for you, Tiffany. You know, I know that we care about our pets and all, like family members, but I raise you emotional support alligator. Something you're gonna find. I think I found in reading and watching this story, there's a little something off about this gator, and that allows. It's all well and good, and I'm glad that people can find animals that do this for them. I'm just saying I don't want to be on an airplane with you with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad that works for you, but I don't want to sit and support alligator. It was bound to happen one day, folks. Now, I got some updates happening in the chat, some unfortunate updates I'm going to share with you right now. Geisha checks in because that is a couple-year-old story that somebody forwarded me to share with you right here on the Vibe Not So Serious News. But Geisha lets us know that bad news, Wally went missing last year. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And he's got further updates in the chat, too, I was reading as well. Geisha then goes on to say that he was kidnapped by pranksters and released into the wild. That's messed up because you can see how much it meant to that man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Someone says that Pecan said it's Granny in 30 years. Or tomorrow. It's Pennsylvania. It wants warmth, says Terry Nee. Came from Florida looking... Florida, I don't know if that's right. He was kidnapped. That's terrible. Perry could use an emotional support gator.
Shut the fuck up.
He could use an emotional support something, man. He is awfully cranky. Not going to end well, said JFK Head Chunk. Well, I gave you the update. Apparently it did not. Wait, isn't there a cartoon character called Wally the Alligator? That sounds vaguely familiar with Weedhead. Andrew needs an emotional support gator, says Matt checking in. Oops, says the fucking electric head Gino. All right, well, we're getting on with let's finish up the news now. We had fun, dare I say, with the other news, the not so serious news. But now I'm going to give you that report about the Ugg boots. So, Bob, what they call the fake boots? Don't they call them Fugs or something? When you got the fake Uggs, they call them Fugs or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Ugg boots. It was a couple years, but my daughters eventually, when they got down a little bit to a reasonable amount of money, the Uggs were absolutely a trend. And I bought my wife a pair of them when they become more reasonable and Christmas present or all that. Ugg boots. A lot of us maybe know the name, and they were a popular thing for a while. Apparently, they still are with a certain set. But I got a Bikini Report who's going to tell you about a name change for Ugg boots. And it sounds like a similar situation to what happened to the WWE many years ago in like an international trademark court. But I don't know everything about it. And that's why I got a sexy Bikini Report who's going to tell you about Ugg boots. And will you still call them after they are forced to rebrand them? Go ahead, Bikini Report. Tell us all about Ugg boots and their new name.
Ugg. Those popular furry boots from Australia may not have the most appealing name, but it is iconic. And now it's being dropped. Todd Watts, grandson of the brand's founders, announced in a TikTok post that outside of Australia, the company will now be known as since 1974. The reason is due to a legal dispute with the American company Decker, who say they own the trademark to the name Ugg. And since Decker just won a years-long court battle about it, Ugg has been forced to make the name change. You know everyone's still going to be calling them Uggs, right? Funny enough.
Scott, what's with the bikini not even on right, that the middle is like just up in the air, just doing what a fucking... what it
That's
wants.
exactly what I was looking at. I was wondering.
Thank
what was
you.
going on
Thank
there.
you. That was distracting the shit
The
out
name
of me.
Uggs is technically a generic
The titty is just holding the suit on, and the middle thing just like, I'm just here. I ain't doing shit.
term for sheepskin boots. So an argument
boots
could be
ever.
made that they both should be allowed to use it, and that neither should be allowed to trademark it.
More like jug boots. Am I right, says JFK Hedgehog?
As in, it's basically the equivalent of
Now that is jacked up. You tell me you can't spread that tension out, right, girl? I mean, come on, get back on the pole.
naming your hat-making company Hat. Which brings us to our big question, what's in a name? When you're buying clothes, how big a factor is the brand? Comment below and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Two Joint says, you geniuses keep it down. My eyes are busy. Who was that didn't help her dress? I know she ain't got a friend, Space Nerd. Like, we picked it up in 2 seconds, like, Scott. I'm glad. Look, see, normally you observe things, and I'm looking at that thing, and I'm like, why? I'm checking out the cleavage, and I'm like, what is with the whole, like, the thing ain't even holding on to, like, the titties are just holding on to the suit, and this thing is just, like, just doing whatever it wants to do there.
It seems like the top doesn't match the bottoms either.
Oh, you know what, Scott? I'm glad you pointed that out, because when I first pulled this, that bothers
Todd
me,
Watts,
too.
grandson of the brand's founders, 74. Uggs
right,
is
right there. That drives me, Scott. I'm the same way with like underwear and lingerie. That shit's got to match, bro.
Yeah.
Right? I'm the same way. See, Scott, look at that. That almost looks like she got like dressed in the dark or something, right, Scott?
Yeah, her armpits are probably a wreck.
Ooh, damn. See, you go. She needs that shit to match, yo. She needs it to match. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. But I did it anyway, folks. No matter if those titties are real or not, or that bikini matches or not, I tricked you because we just had fun with the not so serious news, and I finished it up with a sexy bikini report. And now I'm going to move the show along. That was the vibe. Not so serious news. We are having it, and we're doing it on this day that is...
We are making the weekends longer than the week.
Yes.
And we'll do it again because it's
what?
Friday!
Woo! And it already started. The weekend has already begun right here on the Vibe, making our way up to 1:30 on the East Coast, where I'm at here. And this boy I'm going to bring in right now, where'd he go? He dipped out. Andrew was just backstage, and he dipped out just as fast. Come on back, Andrew. I was going, oh, there he is. He's dark over here in the corner. It's Andrew. He's back. What's up, buddy?
I wonder if my channel is like shadow banned or something because
oh boy,
I'm getting
coming in with the good news. All right, Andrew. I want to ask you. Oh, we're getting that echo again. I want to ask you a story, Andrew. Whoa, maybe is that Andrew this time? What's that?
Scott.
Andrew. I'm going to ask you.
No, it's not.
It's Scott again.
Oh, what the hell?
Is it me?
Yeah, somebody's getting an echo. Let me take.
I don't hear an echo, so
Hang on. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yep, it's Scott.
Yeah, it's Scott. It's weird.
I don't hear.
Today, I feel like the luckiest man. Today, with the owner of a car. All right, here we go. Andrew, you weren't here, my friend, when we got to talking. I want to talk to you about what did you think about how football season started last night with the Cowboys and the Eagles? 6 seconds into the game and all the drama, buddy. Spitgate. No, so what did you think about that?
So disrespectful. I don't care who you are.
Right. Yep. No place for it in football, in sports in general, right?
He should be suspended for at least 6 games.
Who are we talking about? He.
The dude that spit.
Did you see the video that came out after the spit? Because we only saw the first spit on the first 6 seconds of the game, Andrew. And then by halftime, they were showing an incident where him and Dax were jawing before the game, and Dax spit in his general direction. Did you see that? I'm going to say you didn't see it.
No.
All right, I'm going to show it to you right now, buddy. Yeah, because I thought the same thing, Andrew, and I agree with you, brother. There's no place for spitting in sports. There's no place in sports for spitting, is what better said.
Both of them should be suspended.
I agree. I believe that if the NFL, after they look at this video and they see that what I show you, Andrew, I think they're going to look at this and go, okay, well, maybe even though they're both at fault here, it wasn't just one party that was at fault. I think Dax is at fault too, and I think he should catch a penalty or a fine for this, Andrew. But I'm gonna share you the video since you weren't here when I played it the first time.
A fine. What about suspension?
Well, a game maybe. A game would be fair since they made that guy miss a game.
More.
Well, that's the Andrew's court. I'm not going to go to any courtroom Andrew is the judge in, Andrew.
2 or 3.
All right, Andrew wants 4 games. He wants to spend them, take all his money. But watch, bro. This is Dax and him. This is, well, remember the guy got injured on the opening kickoff and they were waiting for him to get off the field so they could actually start the first play, right? And then that's when the spit happened, buddy. But this was before that. They're still waiting for the guy to get off the field right here.
Lineman, and Dax
see the spit right there?
Spits down towards the ground, but in the direction.
And then see him do the head nods, Andrew, like, yeah, bitch. What you gonna do? What you gonna say about it?
Carter, who had walked over.
And then smiling at him also like a bitch.
Over there, and that begins the interaction of the two. Prescott.
Oh, he did. That did look like he said your boy died. I think Widow Killer or somebody in the chat said, Andrew, that Dax. It looked like Dax said your boy died because this guy was involved in a car wreck when he was a draft pick, and his friend died in a car accident. Andrew, we learned that in the chat, so it does look like he said your boy died, like right here. Let's see. Watch.
Interaction of the two.
What?
Prescott's spit was down. Carter was right face to face. Begins the interaction of the two.
Your boy died right there.
Prescott's spit was down. Carter was right face to face and onto.
So that's the initials.
Uniform jersey. Carter
I spit in your general direction. I spit on you. I spit in your general direction.
The umpire was standing right there and saw what went down.
Yeah, Andrew. So, much like hockey, the guy that retaliated caught more of the, the issue, the penalty.
But that's brutal.
What do you think about Dax now? What do you think about? You think something should happen to Dax too?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's wrong to say that.
Ooh.
Oh, your boy died.
Yeah, I mean, I know you want to get in somebody's head and try to take them out of their game, but goddamn, there's got to be better ways than doing that shit. Considering that one offensive play that hadn't even occurred yet, Andrew, that was just after the kickoff, and they're standing there waiting to play. And so Carter never got to play at all. So I don't know. But that was weird. So you can see what precipitated that. Well, Andrew's back. Let me see. How did Bobby? I lost Bobby Nick. He dipped. I get Andrew back and then Bobby Nick dips out. My boys are back and forth, in and out. That's how we do here on the Vibe. Let me take. I still got something to take.
Be shadow banned or something.
You already mentioned that, Andrew. How many times are you going to mention that? Once every 5 minutes. Let me see. Cup and Bowl checks in and says, both should be fined. No room for that type of behavior. I appreciate your opinion, and I agree and concur with you 100%. Cup and Bowl checks in over there on the Andrew the Giant channel. I agree, buddy, because I was big on that guy Carter. At the time. I'm like, there's no place in spitting. And then I saw that shit afterwards, and I'm like, that's a foul on both of them. Like I think friend Terry says right here. All right. Hoya Rini. Did Rini sneak in here? Where's that girl Rini at? There she is. She says, hi, y'all. I appreciate y'all saying hit the like button because I know y'all like me, but maybe if you like it a little more when you hit that little like button, maybe I'll get a little more favor in the algorithm and stuff. So thanks for that. So what his words be called an offensive foul or foul? Yeah, they're offensive on one way or the other. There you go. Space nerd. All right. That's cool. What I got in here? We're gonna get ready. We're just in time to do the piss break, folks. We're at the bottom of the chat for now. I say this is good a time as any right here at 1:26, where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. Andrew, we're halfway through the show, buddy. We're gonna take a little piss break. but we're nowhere near done having fun. I say when I come back from this 2.5 minute piss break, we'll continue having some fun. I'll play some videos and stuff like that. And I say, but maybe we'll head over to Perry Caravella Live on X and see what happened on Perry Caravella Live last night. We can also do the National Day calendar check. I got Rock You Like a Horoscope. It's Friday, so we have to see what the stars have in mind for us at the beginning, the middle, and the end of every week with the Rock You Like a Horoscope readings. But we're not going to get to any of it until we take this brief 2.5 minute piss break, and then we're back for more fun. Basically, a whole other show on the other side right after this, folks. This is the piss break, and we'll be back for more fun. It's only 2.5 minutes, so grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a snack, and grab a friend, and tell them that the weekend has already began right here on The Vibe. See you in 2.5 minutes, folks.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
So what of it? I did. It's mine, and I can do what I want. It's my pee-pee. I can do what I want. Gasha says, okay. Rini says, have to take off. Hope everyone has a fun-filled weekend. Rini, bring in and leave in the positive vibes. Thank you, Rini. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend as well. She's at work early Monday. Let's see what everybody said. Let me go to the top of this a little bit. Let me say. Your bestie, Andrew, my bestie. Your bestie checks in on Andrew the Giant 96. You want to say hello to your bestie?
What's up? Hi.
Gaces is over there giving love to the Andrew the Giant channel, saying Capricorn, you're getting a little ahead of the game, but I'll try to remember that when we do the Rock You Like a Horoscope coming up soon. I haven't been here in a minute. Where is Testicle Tiger? She hasn't been here in a minute either, obviously, because of all stuff going on. Armchair comic emojis being utilized by my friend Just a Guess. Thanks for using those membership emojis and having fun. She's at work early morning days. Yeah, she did say that her schedule is going to be changing. And there's Rini saying once again that she had to leave. Okay, Gas just gets the update, and we continue the positive vibes because we're not waiting for the end of the day for the weekend to start. We're doing it right now.
Play the fucking music, Will! Play the fucking music! Rise and shine, you silly motherfuckers! It's Friday! It's Friday! Friday! Now go party like motherfucking nuclear bombs
I'll drop it on Monday.
Hell yeah, you know how to do it. That's how we do it here. That's a guy's got a vibe. That's a vibe for your ass right there. Yes, Andrew.
I don't know if I've been having too much cheese in my diet. I had to take milk and Maggie yesterday. It was fucking horrible.
What did you take? Milk and magnesia? What?
Constipated as fuck.
Okay. There's Andrew's latest. Oh my goodness. I think my boy Scott Fitzpatrick back. I think of his break. I'll give him a chance to get all settled in.
Y'all ever got binded up and had to take something to help?
Space Nerd's like, Andrew, bind it up. No, I used to have to get my daughter's stuff when I was a kid, but I drink coffee, so I can keep things flowing pretty good there, Andrew. Let's see if this guy's ever been binded up lately. Let me see if there. Hey Scott, you ever been binded up? You're muted, buddy, because I guess it might. Oh, there you go. You're unmuted. Andrew's latest question. He's bound up. He's constipated, and now he's asking the panel, "What is your thing? And have you ever had to take anything for it?"
You know, I've never really been bound up too bad. I mean,
same.
But coffee, I would try. Coffee always gives me the.
Yeah, because the justice says, Perry got a coffee enema.
Shut the fuck up.
When you did, you just shoving all kind of shit up your ass. The Space Nerd recommends have someone shove a suppository up your ass. That'll cure you real quick. And we're not even going to get into talking what Jake did and how he went and retrieved one. We're not even going to get into that one. That's enough. 2 wheels, 1 cup. Ew. 2 wheels, 1 cup. That's a gross. Let's see. Space Nerd is looking over here. Let's keep having fun here on BF Live, The Vibe. I know it is Friday. Let me see if there's any good things on the National Day calendar. We like to check that and see if I remember today. Yeah, let's get into some of oh, yes, we're going to get into a couple of them. We got to see what national days are on the National Day calendar because there's always fun stuff to talk about. And sometimes it's stuff we have no idea what's going on unless we go over there and check the actual National Day calendar. That's what we're going to do right now. This is our National Day Calendar segment where we go check said National Day Calendar because we have figured out that it's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something every day, and we look into them more deeply on the National Day Calendar check. And today's national holidays on Friday, September 5th, are I have a little fine bottle of Chianti. National Chianti Day. That's the only reference I know from Silence of the Lambs. That was my first knowledge of anything called Chianti on National Chianti Day. It's Hannibal Lecter Day. National Food Bank Day is also today, the first Friday in September. National Lazy Moms Day. Ooh, we're going to get into that one, maybe. National Be Late for Something Day. Well, sometimes some people be late for everything day. And Scott, good old National Cheese Pizza today. Pizza is one of my staples, bro. I survived on pizza all these years.
Yeah,
National Cheese.
I probably eat it at least 3 times a week or more.
Yeah, bro. There's some days where I got to make sure, like, because I don't do it too much back to back for for like reasons maybe Andrew stating or something like that. It can get tricky if you get a little bit. I love Scott. Yes, I can literally go every day and eat. Look at Space Nerd is shouting, "Cheese Pizza Day!" She's shouting it out. She's ready to go. She had grilled cheese the other day because we told her on the National Day calendar that it was National Grilled Cheese Day. So I have a feeling that maybe some of our friends like Space Nerd will be having some cheese pizza day. But Scott, I always have to go that little extra. I always got to have pepperoni, bro.
Yeah. I don't never just go straight cheese. Although when I do have cheese, I like it.
Right there. I mean, it's fine. And there's times where I've gone to like my daughter's parties and all, and that's all they have for the kids because the kids don't want meat or that's all they eat. And I'll help them like finish off their pizza by scarfing up a couple pieces of cheese. But if I'm going out of my way to buy some, I definitely got to have pepperoni all the time, Scott.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. If I can only have one topping, it's always pepperoni and then sausage.
There you go. Tiffany Washington says, my youngest turns 21 today. We'll go ahead and get a drink on. There's Andrew John. He's sitting in here. Why is that thing flashing? Who? What? Tiffany Washington said her youngest turns 21 today. So congratulations to you and your youngest.
drink on and don't drink too much.
Yeah, Tiff, it was funny for me when I first take them out and you all of a sudden you're sitting at a restaurant. I'm Scott. I had that moment. I sit across from him like, when did this happen? You remember taking them to school and raising them and all, and before you know it, they're pulling out their ID and they're drinking across from you. So I had that moment. Yesterday, Space Nerd reminds us she had a grilled cheese BLT club sandwich. More specifically, I apologize. Yeah, you're very much more involved. But cheese pizza today. Now, a couple days a week. This is definitely one of my major food groups, being a picky eater, Scott. I've survived on pizza. And on September 5th, National Cheese Pizza Day says, hold the toppings. That's right. Cheese is all you need when celebrating this pizza holiday. Whether the pie is homemade or ordered in, make it cheese only. Yeah, some people do that. They do like the no sauce on it. It'd be like just a white pizza with just cheese on it. Scott, you ever rock that?
I do.
Do you, Andrew?
I do.
I don't do that either, Scott. It seems like a waste of time for me.
I have GERD. Really
Right,
bad.
Andrew has GERD, so he needs to avoid those acids in his stomach and all. So sometimes white pizza with cheese only is a good thing. You can add and Scott's talking about the cheese pizza. Sometimes you got the regular Parmesan, and then some places kind of foo it up, and they'll put those 4 cheeses on there, like the Parmesan and the Romano and stuff. And that can make it cheese pizza. It can bring it up a little game. But no matter what way you go, how many cheeses on it, it's cheese pizza day. Our first holiday we check on the National Day calendar. Let's see why would you want to be late for something on purpose? Let's check into it. Let's go into a little deeper on the National Day calendar. Why's that guy got that chair up his ass? I don't understand. I don't understand this picture. On September 5th, National Be Late for Something Day permits us not to abide by our schedules. Go ahead and sleep in a little bit today, as you have an excuse. The holiday aims to promote the positive parts of procrastination. For example, those who focus more on spending quality time with customers and family versus being punctual seems less anxious overall. It certainly may be hard for some of us to do, as we are taught to be punctual at all times. We are also trained to obey rules and follow regulations and schedules. In today's busy lifestyles, the pressure to be here and be there causes us to watch the clock. So this is saying it's okay to be late every now and then, but I don't know if you're going to convince your bosses or that of your jobs. The Observant urges us to ditch the clock for a day. Hey, boss, sorry I'm late, but I don't know if you checked the National Day calendar by any chance, but it happens to be late for something today, and my day just happened to be the thing I chose to be late for today. Bro, Gaseous, you're not wrong, man. I'm dealing with the GERD too, my friend, because my body generates a lot of that stomach acid, Scott, and I like to drink coffee, and it's been a battle lately, bro. Been a battle. Me and Andrew got that GERD. Getting worse all the time, my friend. Gay says, I feel you. I empathize for you, buddy. Well, don't mess with that pizza today. You might want that white pizza like Andrew wants today. But yes, there you go. So be late for something today, but make sure your bosses are good, but don't lose your job over this shit. National Be Late for Something Day today. So maybe just kind of reminding us that maybe, not being on time for everything, all that kind of extra tension kind of builds on your life. Happy birthday to you and your kiddo, Tiff, says our friend Space Nerd, giving you the love right there. We got it. That must be Andrew.
I might try.
Let me see. What else on the National Day calendar? National Lazy Moms Day. I'm intrigued by this because, as we all know, moms are the hardest working parents out there, right? Exactly. So I want to see what constitutes a Lazy Mom Day. During the first Friday in September, National Lazy Moms Day delegates everyday mom jobs to someone else. Good luck with that one. Busy moms know the work of being a parent is never done. However, occasionally parents need to recharge. The laundry and the dishes will be there later. When possible, finding someone to watch the children for a few hours is worth it. Sometimes all a mom needs is a freaking nap. Other times, mothers and fathers too seek adult conversation. So it's National Day. It's just about mom chilling out today. So you can be late for shit today. You can be a lazy ass mom today. Apparently, you can do whatever you want today on this Friday, September 5th, right here on The Vibe. Let's get now, Scott. I've never drank Chianti, buddy. And like I said, my only reference to Chianti ever was the Silence of the Lambs movies.
Same here.
Yeah. When he says, I'll have him over for dinner with a fine bottle of Chianti. There's all that creepy slurping and shit. Let's see what Chianti is and where it's derived from on National Chianti Day. The first Friday in September each year ushers in a celebration worthy of a toast. National Chianti Day, or Chianti. Chianti Day recognizes the most recognized red wines from Tuscany region of Italy. Always leading with the Savonese group, the ruby red wine is famous worldwide. The iconic Gallo Nero log and a black rooster inside a red circle represent Chianti Classico. While Chianti is most associated with Tuscany, the smaller Chianti Classico region, located between Florence in the north and Siena in the south, is the historical heartland and most respected area for their wines. So get yourself a fine bottle of Chianti on National Chianti Day, one of the items we are going over on our National Day calendar check. I want to go over this National Food Bank Day real quick because I think this is important all year round, but it's especially important with the time of the year we have coming up where people start focusing on giving for the holidays and whatnot with Thanksgiving. So let's read about National Food Bank Day. National Food Bank Day, on the first Friday in September, encourages you to commit to contributing to the cause that believes no one should go to bed hungry. Hunger may be as close as your neighbor or your coworker in the next cubicle. Bare cupboards and empty stomachs look just like yours and mine behind closed doors. Food banks across the country help some of the 42 million men, women, and children who struggle with putting food on the table. The reasons range from illness to job loss and general change in circumstances that can happen to any one of us. For parents struggling to make ends meet, the ability to look their children in the eyes over a meal instead of hungry eyes is a difference made by supporting food banks. Food banks fill the gap for those living on a meager budget. Many food banks offer educational opportunities that help people change their situation and begin anew. Often, those who have benefited from programs return to volunteer and contribute to the very food bank that staved off hunger and do the same for others. Now, we have a food bank here in my state, Maryland, the Maryland Food Bank. And do you, Andrew?
Food banks rule.
Food banks do rule. They're a very important part in our kind of cycle here. And I know that the Baltimore Orioles and the Baltimore Ravens are big, donators, contributors to them. And they each sponsor a game where you can bring a couple canned goods to the game and then you can give them money. But yeah, I encourage anybody, if there's a food bank around it, and do it when other times of the year, because people are hungry all year long, not just around Thanksgiving and Christmas, where people tend to only really focus on doing good. There's other times of the year you can help out food banks any day. And you can do it today on National Food Bank Day.
And don't just give them beets and cream of corn. Give them some good shit.
Give them the good shit. I get a little extra pride when we give them the good shit. You're right, buddy. We just went to, I told you 2 weeks ago, we just went to our state fair. And one of the nice charitable things that they were doing was offering that if you would bring 5 non-perishable canned good stuff that isn't rotten, Scott, you would get a free admission to the fair. And so that's how we got into the fair the other week. So, and that was through the very Maryland Food Bank that I brought right now. Let's see. I might be going. I bought stuff for tacos, $30, asinine. That's a word. My mother used to use that word all the time. I get scared when she would use that word. I thought the dump in the was going to bring groceries down. Come on, we don't get political here in the vibe. Ain't nobody got that power. Very difficult when you're struggling with unemployment. And Space Nerd, you point that out. And I'm glad it was pointed out in the article as well. A lot of people think that food banks are only for people that have like zero money or zero job. But as you saw in the article, that's not always the case, because there's some people that are kind of living in the margins, as indicated right here with Space Nerd's comment. Very difficult when you're struggling with unemployment. I do that too, Scott. So there you go. So let's see. I give canned okra. Scott, he's that guy. He's that guy. You go to the food bank, okra again. They go, yeah, Terry Nee fucking donated it. Terry Nee gave a case. Our food banks gets abused. I'm interested in your point of view on that, Justa, because I know they all operate for different reasons and different rules. Hey, everybody, says Brian Clauder. We already voted for you, buddy, but we can mention it again. Everybody in the chat family is hooking up our boy Brian Clauder by making their way over through the link in the chat right here. And I believe you're number one in your next ranking, bro, in your next kind of heat that you're in of competition. All right. Well, let's wrap up the National Day calendar, because that's what that was. And we talked about a couple of those things. That was the National Day calendar check. BF Live, the vibe. The stream show 377, making our way.
Shit.
Whoa, what's up, Andrew? Is that
Caitlin Clark is out for the remainder of the WNBA season.
Holy shit!
Oh my God! I gotta end the show right now, Scott. What are we gonna do? Holy shit! Well, there you go. There's Andrew's. That's why we call him. We always early on. I call my dude the human sports ticker because we do shows and Andrew he'll just start spitting sports anytime, just like a sports ticker does. But he is the human version of that. Sports tickers get their information from Andrew because he kicks it all the time. Andrew, the human sports ticker, letting us know. Letting the 5 people that watch the WNBA know that Caitlin Clark isn't going to be around next year. The non-money making and it gets more social media hype than it does ratings or makes money, but I digest. Andrew, I got a little video for you, bro. You know, you don't have to pay for those fancy towing services. You can call the good old boys redneck towing services, and they'll get your tow truck on a trailer, Scott. Watch these good old boys' method of getting this. Watch what ends up being on that trailer. Go and get
that shit, baby.
Put that shit on there. Go on and get.
Keep going.
Watch this, Scott. Didn't even bother emptying the truck, Scott.
Yo, fucking perfect.
Look at that shit.
You're right here, king of redneck shit, motherfucker.
That is some redneck shit for your ass, Scott. I would never get away with that. Something would have got dumped, broken, something would have went bad on that. But there you go. Just call the good old boy towing company. You don't need AAA. Just call Triple Hey. Triple Hey, just go, hey, come over here and take this thing away. Triple Hey.
Keep going. Yo, fucking perfect.
Didn't even empty the son of a bitch, Scott.
Yo.
Like a glove.
You're right here, king of redneck shit, motherfucker.
And there you go. Don't call AAA. Call Triple A. Triple A. I want to acknowledge, I think, Juggalette Jen, I get you stuck in here with the last gifted membership. Did you not? Thank you, Juggalette Jen, for your daily generosity along with Pete Cunt and all. You guys are literally one person at a time. You're dragging them over and saying, come over and watch BF Live. Come on, hang out. This is chat family. You don't want all that negativity going on out there. You want to hang out with us and have fun in the middle of the day. There's the link right there that I just mentioned about voting for our friend Brian Clauter. He's literally trying to win $13,000 and meet up with some of the stars in the Friday 13th kind of movie that's going to be happening again. And I need to know somebody that's got $13,000. So go ahead and hook up our friend Brian Clauter right there by giving him a vote by clicking on that link right there. Scott, I don't know if you were here for that. I just like this one. I want to play. It is Friday, so I like to go through the hopper and see what I still got here, what I played, or maybe what I like to play again. So let's have fun with this one, Scott. I'm gonna go a little candle shopping with our girl out here. Let's see what kind of scent we're gonna get. What she thinks.
Are you smelling the candle?
It smells like fucking shit.
I love that one. Yes, she said what you said. Well, thought she said, Scott. Yes. She's going to ask her, what do you think about this candle scent? How's it smell?
Are you smelling the candle?
It smells like fucking shit.
It smells like fucking shit, Scott, is exactly what she said. Your ears did not deceive you. It smells like fucking shit. You wonder where they learn that kind of stuff, right, Scott?
All right, yeah.
I wonder when you learn it. All right, well, staying with the good old boy theme right here. Why don't we roll this video right here? Terry Nee knows about that. We used to have like the Capitol Raceway in this area. I think you could anything you could drag to the track, you could race and all, Scott. And I think these good old boys in these areas have just a bring your own kind of drive thing. So let's watch some good old boy, good old boy family. This is home car demolition derby right here on the Vibe. So let me get the sound going on this. Watch the shit they get down with here, Scott, with just passenger cars. They tear the shit out of this stuff. Look at the camper. Justice says, I learned it from watching you, BF Chang. Then he smashes the trailer. Look. Then he just smashes that shit. 420 on the side of the van. Oh, backwards, Scott. Oh, he missed the ramp. Oh, he rolled it. He rolled that bitch. Oh, he rolled the minivan. He walked away from it.
The airbags went off on that one.
Yeah, Scott, that was badass. When they hit, all them bags went poof, all of them at the same time. Like, the windows just go boom. They just go blank white, and you wonder what happened to their head and all that, right, Scott? When that happened, you know they get that jerking around.
You guys are crazy.
Right, Scott, because they just got regular passenger car shit. They're not wearing helmets or any kind of gear. These are like literally just dudes from down the road brought their, I mean, and look, that doesn't look like that old of a vehicle with airbags still functioning, Scott, right, to be riding it like this. Oh, Taney, oh, look at this. He said, you hit my wall on my track. He tipped him over the rest of the way.
That's for hitting my wall.
He's got the hood up already. Oh, he just rams him, look.
Now we got 3 cars to jump.
Yeah, Evil Knievel them bitches. Hell yeah, the good old boys. They never meaning no harm. They just wrecking.
Man, I can't believe them guys don't get hurt doing that.
They just wreck it. I know, Scott, because that is literally like just some good old boys. No gear, no nothing. Mandy Diff checks in with her enthusiasm and our 14-month member. Wow, we're just putting time away, aren't we? 14-month member, a friend much longer, asks to hit the like button, please. Thank you, Mandy Diff. Thank you for being a member here on The Vibe and using your 14-month member chat. We are chat family a long time. BF Chang says, Tiffany Washington, she knows what I need. She knows. It's like BF. I don't think BF has smoked one time during this show. The Stream Element bot lets me know that Mandy continues to being a sponsor or a member here on The Vibe. Hi, Mandy. Hey, Mandy. How be you doing? Tiffany gets the love right back from Mandy Diff. Electric Head Gino says he probably couldn't hear for a couple of days. Brian Kowalczyk says that's the way my wife drives. I'm taking it that the wife never watches BF Live The Vibe. Our soon-to-be 8-year-old granddaughter in the middle finger stage. She says, Papa, you know what this means? And I said, yeah. And then she still says, it means fuck off. Holy shit. I learned it from watching you. And then all the blame gets pointed around FJM, right? Hey, who in the family does that all the time? Hey, you know she learned that shit from you. She ain't learned that shit from me. I don't say that. Let's see. Them's my kind of people, says Mandy did when she was good at having to see. She was like an egg, making you feel at home, and that's what we do here on The Vibe. A little something for everybody. Jen getting love from Mandy Diff. We got the whoop whoops and all the fun and the smoke. I'm looking for a reason to smoke, but I'm also looking for a reason to do Perry talk, because Perry Caravello went down last night for Thursday night. So I like to go over on Twitter X and go sit outside the door and terrorize Perry Caravello. I'm going to go run in my element. We'll get into a little bit of afternoon Perry talk. Oh, we're going to talk about Perry because I'm outside. I'm outside of apartment 102, keeping an eye on everything, making sure no Randys or anybody comes in and out of here. Make sure you don't do nothing hinky with ladies that go by and shit.
Shut the fuck up.
I will not. Somebody's got to keep an eye on you. What if them zebras come by or something? I'll let you know all about it. We're going to get into Perry talk right now. So Perry did go down last night on Perry Caravella Live on YouTube. That's where I watched it. It's on Kick, all kind of things. This is going back to the other day. For those of you who are regular viewers of Perry Caravella Live, the other night at the end of the stream, Tom was going through his internet search, and one of the things he discovered that he searched for was the widow of his very best friend, Bobby Ferrara, Angel Ferrara, who has never done porn or anything, but he's so horny, he's looking up friends. He's looking up like family friends or widow friends on Pornhub. And so this is when he faced that moment. Somebody made a fun graphic right here. The little cartoon graphic. There's him with his little Cartman, his little hairy hand right there with his boner pills right there. And you see in the search right there, Scott, it says Porno Hub. He's looking up Angel Ferrara right there. Yeah. His best friend's widow. He can't keep his hands off his dead friend's wives.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, leave him, get your own woman, man. You're always hitting on Gina and shit like that. Get your own woman. Now, this is a classic going back to the microwave thing. Perry hasn't turned or fucked with the microwave for a while, but for a while there, they were trying to get Perry to turn the microwave, any kind of antics, cook all kind of crazy shit in it and see what they could get him to do. Well, here's a little throwback one. This is, Scott, watch how he carries on about this microwave. You know, they don't weigh hardly nothing. Watch what he does when this is for a crowdsource about turning around the microwave and doing shit. And watch how he carries on like a baby on Perry Talk.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
I love the KFC bucket. It looks like just gives you the whole bucket head vibes and all that shit in a team there. But look at that. Now, Scott, you know those microwaves do not weigh enough to do that right there. What a fucking...
He's acting like he picked up a refrigerator.
No shit, bro. Look at this. Look.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
That is so fake.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole!
$50 to unplug your microwave and put it at your front door for 30 minutes. That's an easy one. Yes, you can.
Cannot.
It's super light. Let's try it.
Over the front. I don't want to try.
Yeah, and then when Tom calls him on it last night saying, well, she's too beautiful to be on there and she's too great. Well, it didn't stop your horny ass from looking her up on there anyway. You knew she wasn't, but he knew she wasn't going to be on there and still couldn't help but type her name in. What a knucklehead.
But that's what my problem with it is.
So light. It looks so light. Come on. You can do it.
It's light for you because you don't have a fucking problem.
No,
with your
stop,
right
Perry.
side.
Perry, stop. Just do it.
Smoke at the door. All right, Tiff, I will.
You yell here. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You fucking asshole.
He is a terrible actor.
Fucking asshole.
What's that?
He's pinned.
He is, right, exactly, like he's actually pinned, Scott. With the Chris Rock line, I seen better acting out of tough acting to nectin.
All right, well, you're halfway there. You're halfway there.
Right, Jim.
You're halfway there. You're halfway.
I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it. I can't move it.
What a fake baby. So horrible. So yeah, they don't fuck with the microwave. Perry emojis are being utilized by my friend Just a Guess, who supports me with a monthly membership here. There you go. Where did Nick go? You know what he does? He gave us the Irish goodbye. He might have had food or something to do. He might come in before the end of the show, and he might not Mandy Diff. But so far, it's just a good old Irish goodbye with no notice or anything, as tends to happen. Like Scott, sometimes they all do it to me, but that's okay. I'm glad to have anybody here anytime they can be here. Scott, well, everybody knows that was watching the Vibe. Yeah, I was getting ready to say, anybody that watched the Vibe the other day recognizes this guy, because this was the guy that got caught jerking it at the fucking System of a Down concert. But Perry, the Perry site used it for a different reason. They said when you force yourself to go to bed before PCL is over, and this guy's like, no. That looks granny-ish, doesn't it? Looks like a granny relation, a cousin or granny beer bloated or something, maybe. I don't know. And I still think it was terrible that this cop had to grab him by the jerk hand, Scott. That was terrible. Yeah, so for those who weren't watching BF Live The Vibe or aren't hip to this story, this is actually video of a guy that was caught with his back to everyone in the front row at the top deck masturbating at the System of a Down concert, and this is the police actually taking that dude out. They had to grab him by his jerk hand and take him out of there. Got arrested to a soundtrack. Got the live. Got the bell. Got the bell. Got the bell. You got the life, buddy, on Perry Caravello Live. There you go. So, hands up.
Man,
You're up. Yes.
Right when that's taken, right at the end, you can see there's a lot of white substance in the front of his pants.
Oh, was it, Scott? I'm not even going to bother looking again because I know you're probably not wrong. So, yes, Perry Caravello Live went down last night. I love the Poison shirt, Scott. When he rocks the Poison shirt.
With me, folks.
Did you hear him say that he went to that concert at the Rainbow over the weekend, and like a lot of those bands that are still around of that era were there, Scott?
No, I didn't hear that.
He said, I think he said Winger headlined it or something. I think he said Winger headlined it.
Winger.
So, yeah. So that was fun. That went down. Here's a little, yes, Perry's still on the magic pills. They're trying to convince him that this stuff isn't good. Tom told him that he talked to like a urologist and stuff. He's trying to convince him that he's talking to legit people saying you shouldn't do these magic pills and these ones that have testosterone in them. So he don't like the word magic pills. Pills from a doctor? Perry's like, nah, he ain't drinking it. But magic pills from Instagram or restaurant? Perry is taking it. Winger, ha ha ha. I played Winger last night on when we did replayables. You got to join us for replayables because we'll be inspired by songs and people bring up Winger or something like that. And when we go over to Rumble, I'll actually get away with playing it over there. So you'll have to join us Saturday night. That's where we do that. We start off for an hour on 100 Proof Podcasting on YouTube, and we watch fun videos. We drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. And then after an hour, we go Rumble exclusive, and I'll mix in some songs based on some of the topics that came up. So join me tomorrow, 8:45. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Now here's some people.
You think Winger's still playing 17?
I don't know, bro, but that's exactly what I played last night. I know. What is it?
It's a guitar riff, man.
You had Christine 16 back in the day by Kiss.
Yeah.
You've had certain songs that have dealt with this topic before, Scott. And I don't know how many of them are still getting played or whatever on the radio. But yeah, I don't know why it was acceptable some days, and then get a couple years down the road and go, really? Is that what you're really singing about? At any rate, let's talk about. This says, always be careful if Kevin Spacey delivers you a pizza. That's right, because famously Perry gave Kevin Spacey a hand job for an ice cream when he was young.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you did. You said he was outside the ice cream shop and he offered you an ice cream. Would you think he wasn't going to want nothing for it? But Scott, there's something special written. Kevin Spacey sent him this pizza. But look at the top of the box what it says. It says, P.S. I put one of the pepperonis in my asshole. That's what it says on the pizza. That Kevin Spacey, and he's eating right there. You gross son of a bitch. Look at that. He's eating asshole pepperoni pizza sent by Kevin Spacey last night. Oh, and then he had to do this last night. This was the crowdsource last night for $50, Scott. I'm going to just play it right here. Pizza sandals.
Thank you. Thank you. $50 for Perry to place one slice of pizza in each of his sandals under his feet and wear it for the rest of the stream. That's all you got to do.
Dinner! Hell no!
Stop with...
Hell no!
Okay.
Hell fucking no!
All right, Perry, I'm getting a little fatigued
5 minutes later.
with the performative.
I'm fucking tired of this goddamn stupid shit! I will not
I'm the smoke door, nothing.
do that idiotic garbage!
Stupid. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Welcome to PCL.
After that, right, Scott, he protests, and then he does it anyway.
There you go.
I tried to talk when I had a hit.
Back up a little bit because we can't see it. It's cut off. Thank you.
Pizza Zibble. I bet that Croc guy don't have no pizza-ass Crocs that we did a report on yesterday. They had 3,000 pairs of Crocs. I bet he don't have no pizza-ass Crocs like Perry does.
Now, one and the other one. See, it's cut off. We want to see it. You want to back up just a little bit. Okay.
It's in the fucking foot, you dumbass!
All right, watch your disgusting language.
Right here! There's nothing fake about my voice,
100%
moron.
fake. 100% fake.
Pizza. That's
Thank
fake.
you.
God, you're a fucking idiot.
I know.
Stupid.
Yep, it is sure is stupid. But
Yeah,
you're
welcome to
$50
my
richer
show.
for doing it. Very good job.
Tom just made you $50, Perry Caravello, you ungrateful ass. Wow, there you go. Uh-oh. And this was the pull string toys. People were writing in last night saying that they were telling Perry on Super Chats that they were having problems with the Perry pull string toy that, of course, somebody else is making money off of, not Perry. This says, if Perry were a pull string toy, what are some of the things he would say all the time? We could go over that. Come on in the chat now. he would say, "I'll be in the snow. I'm gonna be in the snow." That's what it would say all the time, Scott. You got it. You got going.
Not allowed.
Not allowed, of course, a classic. But yeah, lately he's been, "I'll be in the snow." Come on, Justin, you're a Perry guy. If you had a pull string Perry, what would he say all the time? That no one will be here. I won't be home. Yeah, for 12/12. No one is coming here. No one is allowed here. You could have that one. There you go. So that's pull string Perry right there. Available in a toy stores near you. So there you go. That's all that's available on Twitter X. But let's see. I had a couple things in a Perry folder that I was going to share with you right now. And then we'll play a couple of these fun Perry tracks that my friend Chris Popke made for us, our chat family bro, Chris Popke. I'm going to feature the talents over there on Perry Caravello's community because this is a funny one. Dio Brando did, well, I'll show you the first one. Dio Brando did this funny thing the other day over in his community. This is the actual lifeguard that saved Perry's life right here. Lest anyone think it was an actual female, this is the actual lifeguard. This is Dio Brando right here. I love this one. But look at the man boobs and all. Yeah. The 6'8" woman that rescued Perry from drowning in ankle deep water right there. That's one thing Dio Brando did. But I'm gonna show you the latest from Dio Brando. Oh, and then I got a video. I have an exclusive video of Perry acting very naughty, if you will. And I think that Perry might actually be gay, and I'm gonna prove it with these next two things I'm gonna show you, Scott. Number one, here's another close-up a video of a picture of them with the lifeguard. He must have saw a penis because look, he's got his mouth wide open.
Yeah.
Let me see. He's going to pee in the snow, not skiing in the snow, says FJM. "You're not touching my credenza," says written off checking in. Nephew's checking in. Let me see. No, he's not Jeff. Wavy G is. "He is never going to the snow." Look who's figuring out the space nerd. Exactly. Space. You don't know how many countless times he has threatened. King of all diff checks in, and he never ends up going in the snow, and then he ends up blaming either the chat, the show, or Tom B somehow. But this is actual picture right here of the actual 6'8" woman, female lifeguard. Kesha says, "Please, that's Danny DeVito."
Shut the fuck up.
Well, they do kind of resemble each other. They're kind of the same height. Scott, you know that Perry Caravello is trying to say that he's only 200 pounds, buddy. What would you think about that? When you see it? Look, damn, Andrew's like, lies. He didn't even let Scott answer. I agree, Andrew. What do you think, Scott?
300 at least.
I would have guessed him at, how tall do you think he is? 5'10"?
No, he isn't even 5'10". They say he's like 5'7" a lot. I think he's 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
I would have clocked him about 230.
Easy. Fucking easy, Scott. He has to be. Right. See, Mandy knows what's up. He says he's 200, and he's got some kind of, I think he's got that scale, old scale. He's definitely old, Scott. We have to send him a digital fucking new scale because he is like all of 5'7", 5'8", with all of that bulk. Like, I'm like 5'11", and I'm like 185, Scott. So there's no way he's 200. There's no way he is only 200 pounds. Not happening. Right. Mandy Diff calls bullshit on that. All right, let me show you the next thing that I got. I got one more thing I want to show you because Perry, you know, we always tell him he's gay and he always denies it, but I got proof because I got actual video of Perry Caravello, 250, Mandy's guessing on our Perry Caravello weight. Bro, I got proof that Perry is gay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're cold busted now, Perry, because I got video of you pole dancing, you half a homo. Look at this, Scott. You fucking pole dancing. What the fuck? Ah, I knew it, see? We were right all along. I'm 5'11" and 180 pounds. He is pushing at least 300. Right. Bro, you sound like you almost have the same body type, bro. There's no way if we're that height and size that you look at that guy with that gut and being 5, and no way that he is only 200 pounds. That is not fucking accurate. Never. Well, you know, Perry does think he's sexy, and Chris Popke put it down in a song.
Sexy.
It's a good time to smoke. We'll play a couple of these fun Chris Popke Perry hits, and then we'll make our way to other stuff.
Wonders what it would be like if Perry had a gash.
Sexy. Spark him up if you got him, folks.
Perry was actually a
Tree
female
fitty.
made for men.
Tree fitty.
Sexy. Nope, not interested in anal. But actually, I did have a girl that I did do anal to, and it was weird.
Oh, Scott, that got a good one.
Different.
I got a cough to get up.
She said, enter slowly. I did. And then I came. It was quick. Sexy lady.
He gets his real weight at the doctor's office like the rest of us. He never mentions it. Like Tom has done this many times. I've never believed the number. Like the other couple weeks ago, he was trying to say he was 212, 213, and I wasn't even buying that. And I'm sure not buying that he's 200 pounds. Geisha says he could be 225. That would be closer to being right, I think. I think that would definitely be closer to being right. Well, you know what? Either way, Perry's going to scream about it all. And Perry, that video, I love that pole dancing video, Scott. They were talking about the movie just last night. Perry was like, when are we ever going to see the Wild Western movie? And Tom's like, I ain't heard nothing in months. I'm going to have to check in on that. So I don't know when we're going to see any of that. I hope we do, buddy.
Man, I hope so, man.
Because they hyped it up there for a minute. And that video of him pole dancing was actually, I guess, the saloon that they did the movie in had that little pole in there. And then, Perry was like the sheriff of the town, but Perry didn't shoot the sheriff. He just wants you to know.
My gun shot the sheriff.
His gun did it.
He didn't shoot the deputy. Oh no.
Sing, Dan. Get it, Andrew.
My gun shot the sheriff.
But
you know I wasn't holding it. Ow, ow!
And I think Scott mentioned this when we were thinking of famous. We'll leave you with this one, folks. When we were mentioning what sayings would Perry come up with if he had a pull string, this definitely would be one of them. Smoke on your way out, folks, and we're getting into more fun here on BF Live The Vibe. This is Perry Talk.
Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. You'll never be allowed in my home. Ever, 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 ever allowed in that door or that door. You're not allowed here. I know your name. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You fucking understand me? You're not fucking allowed here ever again. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You're not allowed here again. Fuck you.
Thank you for subscribing.
There you go, folks. That's how we're going to leave it this time. Tune in next time whenever you look down. I come out apartment 102 and we do Perry Talk as Andrew talks over my phone.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
Perry Mofo Talk is what we just did. Tom was also saying for my Perry fans there, look this weekend, keep your eyes out on your notifications because he's threatening to do like a members only stream, and it's possibly one of these penalty streams because Perry does naughty things during the stream sometimes, and Tom tells him, if you keep messing up, we're going to do he threatened with a couple penalty streams, but actually hasn't done any. So look up for a pop-up penalty stream maybe happening this weekend.
You know, something I was thinking last night that just hit me really hard was I watched the end of the show and I noticed how wet he left his seat, with piss.
Yes.
And he don't wash that every day. So that thing's just drying, piss after drying. It's not terrible.
He claims he does, and he claims he uses that simple green on it and shit, Scott. But I've questioned that too, buddy, because him thinking that he's like, I just sit on it all the time. What's it gonna matter? My diaper's in between my pants. I totally, much like I don't think he weighs 200 pounds. I'm not so sure he cleans that thing with simple green or anything at all. When Tom threatens to like move a box or tell him to clean something, I'm going to do that. I was going to do that. Well, he's been sitting amongst that filth for 30 years. When is he only waits till Tom mentions some shit like his toothbrushes or anything like that. It's called Streamer Slick. It's called Streamer Slick maybe. All right. So our friend Gage is checking in. Having fun here on a Friday, guys, here at 15 minutes.
So why did his beard get that way? I missed that part. How did his beard get in that?
I think it's just from taking showers. They said that, Sheila did a terrible job on it, and that's what they're telling her. Like, she's horrible. She doesn't have a license. She used inferior dyes, and people look like, end up looking like shit when they come from her. They tried to say that Perry, she got referred to her and then messed up their hair too, and also they're always teasing about that. But yeah, Scott, I guess she probably does it in her house. It's probably like just the home shit or whatever,
Yeah.
So that's it over there. Let's see. Why don't we check this out? Oh, why don't we do this? Where is that? Here it is. I like this too when this happens to me. I like when I'm at an event. Let's meet. I'll show you a little video, and this is called Same Vibes. I like when you kind of just out in public and all of a sudden you hook up with somebody you never met before, but all of a sudden you instantly know you got the same vibes. Then she's watch this, Scott. She's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Look at she. She got them same vibes, bro. Fuck yeah. I thought that was funny too. And that girl gives her a look like, what is wrong with you, fool? And she's doing this shit, and all of a sudden, girl's like, oh, really? You think you got something? Well, look at this. That's the same vibe. That's a weekend vibe. That is BF Live. The vibe. I thought that was funny as shit, Scott. I thought that was funny as shit. Let's see, did I play this? I think. Oh, now, Scott, I'm there to say, probably in your younger day, did you mess around with cars a little bit? I don't know if you ever did this. I'm going to show you a video about, there's always an issue when people have worked on cars, the gas tank. Getting gas out of a gas tank before you have to remove it. You ever fuck with that? I haven't really a lot, but I know that it's a thing that you got to get the gas out before you can actually get it off the car, right?
Yeah. I had a lot of a gas tank experience where when I was young, I got getting cars from the junkyards and stuff, but I had to, my car had gotten water in the tank or whatever that I was working on, and so I had rust in the gas tank and had to take the gas tank off, and then not worried about throwing a spark and all that stuff.
Yes. Yeah, my understanding is you got to siphon the gas out, and that's how a lot of people try it. The old school dudes, they still do that.
Oh yeah, well, whenever I was young, we used to do that to get gas. That's how we got our gas for the weekend. Go to a farm and siphon some gas.
Well, I've heard of those things happening before when I was younger, man, too. I never had to attempt it myself, but this is about like doing maintenance or working on a car. Maybe you're going to put a new gas tank on it, and like you said, you want to avoid a spark and get as much gas out as you can. An old school method used to be to siphon it out. Electric Head Gino says criminals still do it. Actually, there you go. But check this out. So if you're working on a car, this is that guy, fuck's sake it is. He's that Canadian guy. People will send him simple solutions to complex problems that people have had for many years. And he's like, I'll show you right here, Scott. So this is about how a better way to get gas out of a tank that you're working on. Right here. Little fuck's sake here. Watch.
Blow the air into the tank.
What? No way.
So you see that? So he has. You see that?
I got
Scott?
this car.
Yeah. So
I got to get the.
He's got two hoses in the tank. One of them is like I think he used a vacuum cleaner or something, a compressed air, get an air in there, and then another's just a hose that's in the tank, in the gas, and out in a drainage bucket. And this is the simple theory. You push air in, the gas comes out, and he's like, what? No way. Fuck's sake. Exactly, two joints. I didn't even look up this guy's lineage. I can just tell by his way he uses his verbiage and stuff, his voice and all, that this guy is definitely heavily Canadian. Watch this.
You're just going to blow the air into the tank.
What? No way. Fuck's sake. I got this car. And I got to get the fuel out of the tank. I'll show you. There's the tank right there. So, Whiskey Biz had his vacuum blowing into it. I'm just going to use compressed air. Stick your hose in. Grab one of my buckets. Okay, so we stuffed a rag in there just to seal it. And we'll stick this in and blow on it. And blow. What? No way.
Look at that, Scott. Rust and all.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. That's fucking way easier than fucking sucking on that goddamn hose. Fuck's sake. How many mouths of gasoline does a guy have to have in his mouth before... Well, now you know.
There you go, Scott. I love that, man. I love that. When that guy has more good ones, I'm gonna keep bringing him. But he just, fuck's sake, like, what are you talking about, man? Fuck's sake. BF Two Joints says, I used a plastic zip tie method on eating corn on the cob. All the kernels came off. Did you? Did you? No way. Yesterday, that's a reference to another fuck's sake that we did just the other day. Well, yesterday, I think, where you have the frayed brake cable, the linkage cable on your brakes on your bike, and it would always used to poke and scratch your skin, and the guy twisted a twist tie around it and smoothed it all out and made it whole again. Well, like Two Joints is saying, he did that method with his corn yesterday. That's what he's saying. He did it with his corn. All right, let me see. He's marveling at science. Love it. Isn't that great, Space Nerd? And I agree with that, too, that's just basic, like, science and fundamentals, displacement. You know, if you push air in there, the stuff has to have somewhere to go. But I don't know what it is, Scott. I guess sometimes we're just so busy moving fast, we don't stop and think about that kind of simple stuff.
All right.
Fixes bike cables, too, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. He don't even say for fuck's sake. He says FS. Fuck's sake, which makes it even funnier and makes it even more Canadian, as you probably well know, Two Joints. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. All right. I want to show this video real quick before we get into some other fun stuff. I think we're going to have to get into doing the, we did Perry talk, right? So we're going to have to do some Soulful Horoscope readings, rock you like a horoscope, because it is the weekend. Scott, I played this last night, and let me play this now, and I want to see what everybody thinks about it, and I'll tell you what conclusions we came to last night. This ain't little tykes. This is big tykes. What to do, Scott? Now, Scott.
Man, that's so dangerous.
Now it is, but I had people, we did this on Replayables last night. That's that funny video show where we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke and watch fun videos. Shawnee told me that this is AI, Scott, and blew all my dreams. People are telling me, they're like, it's real to me, damn it. I'm going to run it again, Scott, because it's real to me, damn it. You know, when I first looked at it, Scott, I'm like, okay, the physics don't make sense, because if it was those little Tykes wheels, they wouldn't be able to hold up at highway speed, right? You know, I started doing the science, and then I'm like, okay, well, maybe yeah, that's right, the death wobbles. I said maybe he built a little cart under, and he just put the shell on top of it. But he's like Fred Flintstone in this shit. Hey, Fred, your fat ass feet are sticking outside the car, Fred. His feet on the pavement. This isn't AI. Look at the shadow. Now, Space Nerd, you were in the chat last night when we were disputing this, so we choose to believe that it's real, Scott, I believe. And I've seen this from another car angle too. Shawnee thinks everything is AI, says Space Nerd. Let's see. Hey, what's up, your bestie checking in? I don't know, Scott. It looks real to me, damn it.
It looks real, huh?
I mean, I don't see any like flaws or clipping of him. I don't know, bro.
The shadow really is.
Shadow's good, right? Good. That's a good call, Scott. The foot shadow's there a little bit. The total car shadow's there. The shirt's blowing. I don't know, bro. His shirt is flapping. I know, nerd. They went through some shit. I want that, says Mandy Diff. I did a thing about golf carts the other day being on the highway more, Scott, but this is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah.
Golf carts, I see, they're made for OSHA and motion, all that stuff. I want to thank Juggalette Jen, because I think you're hitting us with memberships faster than I can read them out. Juggalette Jen hits us with another one, and you'll have to forgive me, Jen, if I forgot one of these, because you're hitting me so fast, is the generous Juggalette Jen. Thanks, Jen. But yeah, Scott, so Space Nerd and I choose to believe. It sounds like you're a believer, too. What do you think, Andrew?
Yes.
You think yes? You think it's real or no? Or yes?
Real.
It's real. It's real to him, damn it. Well, there you go. I wanted to show that, Scott. Because I went into that show last night thinking that was legit shit right there. That was legit shit.
He might have had like a hold of a cable that got him up to the speed and then dropped it, and then you see them coasting. But I think it's real. I would have thought that he must have had. He's probably got better wheels than like the regular play went on. So he would have got the death wobbles though.
Well, look, I know, Scott, because we've all driven big wheels and little stuff at like 20 miles an hour, and they start going on you. Rajaria Man says the one and only Flex 316 checking in from down under. It's already Saturday there. He's like, what are you Americans doing? You got to catch up with me. It's Saturday over here down here in Australia, down under. How you doing? Jen's excited for horoscopes. Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't have one more thing that I want to play for you before we head over to the horoscope segment right here on BF Live The Vibe. I'm gonna hold that one off because I wanted Bobby Nick to see that one, but this was a thing. Let's have a little fun here, a little interlude, and then while this song's playing, folks, I'm going to ask you to throw your astrological signs in the chat, because immediately following this song, I'm going to make my way over to my horoscope reading desk. I'm going to caress my crystal balls ever so gently, and I will bring you your Friday Rock You Like a Horoscope readings. But first, Scott, we were just trying to determine if that thing was AI or not. Now, this thing I'm going to show you is definitely AI, but this is like one of those things where people might watch and say, now, this is what AI was made for. How about some redneck Star Trek? Redneck Star Trek AI, that is, right here on BF Live The Vibe. Throw your astrological signs in the chat, because immediately following this, we're going to rock you like a horoscope. Beat me up, Bubba, this is called, Scott. Beat me up, Bubba.
Captain Kirk in a wife-beater shirt, beer in hand and mud on his boots, hollering loud about the warp drive broke. Y'all were stuck in this galactic hooch. Spikes on the porch, hair sharp as knives, sipping sweet tea, calculating life. Says Jim, that ain't logical, you're just drunk. But Kirk hollers back, Spock, hold my skunk. Beam me up, Bubba, this trailer's on fire. Scotty's grilling hot dogs with the plasma wire. We're boldly going where no redneck's gone, in a double wide spaceship with a rebel song.
Yeehaw! Look at Sulu, badass Sulu.
Bones is yelling, I'm a doctor, not a chef. As
Exactly, nerd. This is what it's for.
Her's got the city talking smooth as silk. Says we got Klingons stealing all our milk. In the kiddie pool, swears a catfish is a Russian Jew. Sulu's riding shotgun on a mower deck. Tribals keep clogging up the septic tank. Beam me up, Bubba, this trailer's on fire. Scotty's grilling hot dogs with the plasma wire. We're boldly going where no redneck's gone, in a double wide spaceship with a rebel song.
Oh, shit. Like Sulu.
Bubba, this trailer's on fire. Scotty's grilling hot dogs with a plasma wire. We're boldly going where no redneck's
I'm sorry, Captain. That's all I got.
Spaceship with a rebel song.
Fucking tribbles. The trouble with the tribbles. Trailer Park Horror looking right. Don't do that, Dr. McCoy. Sulu, Sulu. Live long and prosper, bitches and bitchettes. Scott, that came. Boobies. That came on my feed this morning, bro, and I'm like, that is some hot ass fire right there. I never pondered. Whoever put, hey, look, that's a weed thing, Scott. That's people sitting around going, hey, what if we put AI? What if we put Star Trek? If they were like rednecks and live in a trailer park, fuck yeah, let's do it, guys. Fuck yeah, you can do anything. Save a horse, ride a Klingon, maybe. I added save a horse, ride a cowboy. I added Klingon to that. Save a horse, ride a Klingon. Y'all see Tan Mom? Wow. Tan Mom looking in there. Y'all see Tan Mom? Wow. We always see Tan Mom over here because you know Tan Mom's always hanging out over here because
I never left.
She never left, you know, and her name is
Patricia.
It's Patricia. What?
Patricia.
It is, in fact, Patricia. All right, folks. Well, it is that time. Who would ever thought you would have seen Redneck Star Trek? We just showed it to you right here on the Vibe. Now, the next thing we're going to do, Throw your signs in the chat. I'm heading over there, folks. I told you I was going to. I keep my promises. It's Friday. On Mondays, on Wednesdays, and Fridays, we see what the stars have in mind for all of us at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. And we do it with the Soulful Horoscope Readings, or now we call it Rock You Like a Horoscope. And that's what I'm about to do. Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. Here I am, and there you are. And here we are doing the Rock You Like a Horoscope segment today, because we got to see what the stars have in mind for us. It is the fall, folks. It is September, beginning of football season. The beginning, fall will be here by the 22nd, so we don't have many days of summer left. So we have to see what the stars have in mind for us on this Friday, September 5th, right here on The Vibe. And I do that with the Soulful Horoscope Reading segment. So I'm going to go to said horoscope reading segment, and I'm going to go to the first one I see, and we're going to get down, get funky, and get back up again with your Soulful Horoscope Readings. Where is my thing? Here we go. It's right here. There we go. All right. And I go to the chat, and I scroll upwards and onward until I see the first one that jumped in first. We had haha. This is great. Haha. Sulu. Sulu. Now that's ridiculous. Oh my. Thank you, Flex. Save a horse ride cowboy. That's where we left off, because I want to make sure that I get the first one. Please, Bobby, you must have 10, Mom. I do. I played it. Did I? I didn't. Did I? Oh.
I never left.
She never left. Let's see. Got the Nightbot. I'm looking for the first one on the ice. Capricorn. Gas just checks in first with Capricorn. So Capricorn is the one we start with. This is not only for gaseous, this is for all the Capricorns, namely Deadpool when I think of Capricorns. He hasn't been here for a minute, so this will be for he, this will be for gaseous, and all the Capricorns joining us today. As soon as I get this screen to go away, I will proceed with your Rock You Like a Horoscope reading. Here comes Capricorn. Financial matters could matter a lot, Capricorn. Even when everything looks promising, it's always wise to do your due diligence. But this said, you are in a period where money can grow. You could even receive a surprise windfall, Capricorn. It's for Gaseous, and it's for all the Capricorns joining us today. That's a good one going into the weekend. That was your... And we proceed down the line with our next reading. And we got so weak, says our friend Flex316. Space Nerd checks in, and she always lets us know that Leo cups the Virgo balls. That's a funny way of saying that they're on the cusp, or she just wants two. So here's the first of two for my friend Space Nerd. Here comes Leo for your Rock You Like the Horoscope reading. Leo, your values are something personal. Don't let someone else push priorities on you that don't resonate with you. Take time to explore what is most important to you, Leo. A partner could have logistical or strategic advice. Consider acting on said advice. It's the first of two for my friend Space Nerd, so I'm going to move right on to Virgo now with VERGO. So this is going to be the second of two for Space Nerd. This is going to be for me and all the other Virgos joining us today. Here comes our Wednesday Virgo reading. Wednesday? It's Friday. Oh my God. No, it's Friday. Virgo, come out the gate strong today. I like to think I did. Your abilities, intelligence, and ability to bring in what's needed are all on deck. A career change, large or small, could be powerful under today's strong universal stars. If all your personal cycles are also correct, it's the second of two. It's Virgo for all the Virgos. That was our weekend, Friday. And I shove a Tic Tac in my mouth, and I scroll down the line to the next reading of our Rock You Like the Horoscope. Andrew just ate an ear grape. Oh my God, we got you busted. Cold busted. Cold-blooded. Scott notices everything. You know you can't get away with that shit. An ear grape. I'm going to read Taurus and Aquarius for Written Off and Mrs. Written Off. Here it comes. It's the first of two. And this is for any other Taurus joining us today in the chat. Namely, like Stephen Bull is a Taurus, and there's probably some other Taurus among us. But this is for all of you just the same. Here you go, Written Off. Hey, Taurus. Career matters may have held a lot of your attention, but you should be able to let down and relax later on tonight. You might have more fun with a date or a partner than a friend today. Friendships could be a little strained right now, so a getaway might be possible. It's the first of two for my friend Written Off and all the Taurus joining us today. That was the Taurus Rock You Like a Horoscope reading, and now we move on to Aquarius. This is
Jesus.
What's that, Andrew?
Time is flying. Good
Time is flying. That means you're having fun, Andrew. On BF Live the Vibe. This is for Written Off. We're going to do Aquarius now. The second, this is for Mrs. Written Off, and this is also for Josh in Tennessee. He must be working hard. Tennessee. And any other Aquarius joining us today, here comes your Friday horoscope reading. All right, so here we go. Aquarius. Show your tender side today, Aquarius, to the right people. It's right out front It's right out front with your competence and brain power. So you got to show your tender side with your competence and your brain power, Aquarius. It could be clearer who to trust in the workplace or otherwise out in the world. A partner could deliver powerful affection. It's the second of two for Written Off, and for all the Aquarius joining us today, that was your Friday. Like a horoscope. Brutal Pain makes a visit to the Vibe. Checks in. And he says, Labria. I don't know what he wants. I'm going to read you labia. I'm going to read Libra. I'm going to read it for Brutal Pain and maybe other Labrias. Labria yet? Here we go. This is for my friend Brutal Pain and all the Libras joining us today. A period of rest away from the pressure of visibility could feel just right. So it sounds like you need to get away there, my labia friends. Creative expression, whether part of work or just a hobby, could be more soul satisfying than usual, Libra. Be proactive with mind and effort. If a situation seems stuck, that's for Brutal Pain and all the Libras joining us today. That was your Friday. And now we're going to get into it now. We're going to get into Cancer. Cancer for Juggalette Jen. She says, please, for myself and Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick. So that's exactly who it's for. And all the Cancers joining us today. Here it comes, your Friday Cancer Rock You Like a Horoscope reading. Cancer, you could come to clarity on something you've been pondering, and this could point you in a great new direction. Don't push anyone outside of their financial comfort zone, even if it's for their greatest good. Consider initiating a conversation. It's for Juggalette Jen. It's for Scott Fitzpatrick. It's for all the Cancers joining us today. It's your Friday. Rock you like a horoscope. I'm going to read a double diff for Mandy Double Diff. She's my member and friend. She always doubles down, so we'll make sure that we went over these. We're going to go over Aries again today. This is for Mandy Double Diff and all the Aries joining us today. Today could possibly be a strong day for a launch if all your unique personal cycles line up. I don't like all this cycle talk with these women. Help out someone in need, Aries, for extra gold stars, little brownie points. Coffee, happy hour, or karaoke with your crew could make a nice end to the work week. So go out with your pizza friends and go sing karaoke, Mandy Dick, because that was the first of two. Anyway, I like Scott's got the dance going. Scott's got a horoscope dance going. I like it. Now I'm going to read Libra. Well, we did Libra or Labia, so hopefully you just got that one recently, Mandy Diff. Interesting, says Space Nerd about hers. Very interesting. But stupid. Let's see. Brutal Pain gets acknowledged from Scott Fitzpatrick. BF brings us what we need to make our days. Well, that is such a nice complimentary statement. I appreciate that. Brutal Pain getting acknowledged right there from Mandy Diff. Nightbot running all of our friends' bot. Juggalette Jen acknowledges Brutal Pain. Brutal Pain says, just was dealing with a stuck situation. Fucking truck door with a broken lock. Hey, BP, did you happen to see that video I showed of the fuck's sake guy? Brutal Pain's always working on cars, Scott. I wonder if he's done the siphon. I know that guy looks like a guy that siphoned some gas in his day. Brutal Pain. I bet he'll be saying in 2 seconds in the chat. Oh, hell yeah, BM. You know how siphon. And he also seems like a guy that a lot of it maybe got down in the gullet, too. I'm just Maybe he drank a little too much is what I'm saying. Electric Head Gino checks in and says, that Libra horoscope is exactly 1 day late. Well, I hope it was the good 1 day later the bad Libra was. Period of rest and all that stuff. Well, there you go, man. Well, we are changing seasons now, so our cycles aren't lining up exactly, Electric Head Gino. Thanks, my friend, for letting us know that it was even that close. Jen thanks me, and I thank you, Juggalette Jen, for expanding our family 1, 2, 3, 4 plus members every day. Or at least for me, says Electric Gino about his. Pizza, man, Mandy did checking in. Pizza. What's Justice saying? Justin wants Taurus. I'll read that one more time for my friend and any other Taurus joining us today. Let's see. And we gotta get Pisces for my boy Andrew. Hey Taurus, career matters may have. Yeah, 1 second, Andrew. Career matters may have held a lot of your attention, but you should be able to let down. That was Taurus, right? Yes, that was what we're reading. Yes, you should be able to let down there today and relax later on tonight. Just a guess. You might have more fun with a date or a partner than a friend today. That sounds like fucking no. Friendships could be a little strained, so a getaway might be possible. There's a second reading for Just a Guess. You miss Leo. Well, I'm going to read it for Tiffany Washington since you have that nice little member emoji. I will reread only for members that come in late. And since you're a member, I'll reread for you. This is for Tiffany Washington. Here comes Leo again. Your values are something personal, Leo. Don't let someone else push priorities on you that don't resonate with you. Take time to explore what is most important to you, Leo. A partner could have logistical or strategic advice. Consider acting on that advice. Tiffany Washington. Brutal Pain said the good old Hoya to Scott and Mandy right there. Hoya. Hey. Scott! There you go. Brutal Pain also says, he says a lot here in the chat today. He says, nah, just got here, LOL. Oh, he didn't see it. Maybe I'll run it back for you after this segment just to show you how simple it was until you might go, fuck's sake. I have a siphon hose, smarter than your average bear. Well, that's good, buddy. I siphon gas to empty boat gas. Don't do it. I about threw up. Well, Mandy, did you see the little trick? I can't believe Mandy didn't see it neither. Thanks, but you got it just a guess. Pisces, please. I think we got that one, buddy. I think we read it 2 or 3 times, so I'm going to trust that I got that for you. All right. Well, actually, did we do? No, we got to do Pisces. I'm sorry. We got to do Pisces for Andrew. What am I saying? So this is for my friend Matt. This is for this guy right here, Andrew the Giant, and all the Pisces joining us today. As this is going to be last call, folks. If I don't see any more signs in the chat, we'll do them again on Monday because you know when we do them. But I'm going to read Pisces right now. Pisces, you are more than your functionalities. You bring special grace to most things that you touch. A creative path ahead could be emerging. Give it space and let it grow, Pisces. Changes to your living space could make things feel fresh. It's for Matt. It's for Andrew. It's for all the Pisces. It was your Friday. And I think we're going to wrap up this segment on that one, folks, just about. You got it. All members get rereads. If you come in late, I will give all members rereads. That's my member policy right here, folks. All right, well, we got everybody. We did Pisces. We did everybody on screen, at least. We did Cancer. We did Virgo for myself. Bobby Nick's not here, but I know there's Sagittarius out here, Scott. There's got to be Sagittarius. So let's make sure, in case Bobby Nick's listening in or there's Sagittarius listening in, let's do that. This is for Bobby Nick and all the Sagittarius or Sagittarius joining us here today. Here's our final Soulful Horoscope reading, or Rock You Like a Horoscope. Seek and you shall find, Sagittarius. Your curiosity is likely to lead you in the right direction. Active exchanges with friends could be stimulating, but if the gloves come off, table the discussion for another time. And Sagittarius, check in with your intuition for deeper understanding. It's for Bobby Nick, and it's for all the Sagittarius/Vagittarius joining us today. It's your Friday. Horoscope reading in there. Oh, Mandy just simply says, Scott! And with that, we're going to wrap up this segment, folks. So join us again Monday when we do them, because we do them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That was Rock You Like a Horoscope segment. Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. Here I am, and there you are, and there we just did it. Soulful Horoscope Readings rock you like a horoscope. I still tend to call it by the other name, but we got that great track from Chris Popke, so we rock you like a horoscope, and that's what we do here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right here on The Vibe, folks. Winding down this fun week of shows, and this particular episode of BF Live The Vibe, 377. Yes.
It's official. Elon Musk is a trillion.
Here comes and non sequitur fact. All right, Andrew. Thank you very much, buddy. Let's see. Do you have any other facts on people that have more money than I will never touch? You can just kick in anytime you want with them right there. All right. Why don't we I want to feature, how about this? We got what do I have left here? Let me check this all. They rock you like a horoscope. We could do Scott just loves the show within a show. That is our boy Andrew. Scott can't get enough of it. I love it. Well, there you go. That's the kind of fun we're going to have right here on The Vibe. I want to feature, what was I going to feature here? At the top 30 social media recipes. I do have some internet shite that we could get to. I want to leave us with a good fun segment and all that we could do to end up the weekend. I do have some fun, interesting, and different stuff. We haven't run it for a while. I got like a couple, maybe 8 of them here. So why don't I do that? Because when I'm out here looking for content to do 3 hours of live programming every day, I find stuff of all many varieties and categories. But sometimes I just find stuff that may be interesting for a random reason, doesn't really fit any of my particular segments. And when I find those pieces, I make a segment out of it, and I call that segment Internet Shite. Hell yeah, we're having it and doing it. We didn't even wait for the day to end. We're starting off the weekend right now here in the middle of the day. And I want to thank everybody for coming in here and creating positive vibes in the chat. You are the vibe. This 3 hours of fun is made by you and for you and because of you. So I appreciate that, no matter how corny it sounds. We're going to get into internet shite right now. Like I said, random shit that for whatever reason, I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. Maybe other people think it's cool. But let's watch this one, Scott. Scott, this thing is going to feature a typewriter. We're going to talk about a typewriter. This real quick. Like typewriters, I was always intimidated. I was just always curious by a typewriter, but I was also intimidated by it when I was a kid. You ever remember messing with the typewriters much, being around a house or them being around?
No, I never really had one around.
It always seemed like they're like my sister had one because they went to class in school or something like that or something. And my oldest sister was like a professional, secretary or whatever for a time they called it in those days. But whenever I was around one, Scott, or walk somebody personal, I would like get curious about the keys or whatever. But and now this keyboard is very much the same thing. And now I can go pretty good on here now. But I digress. I'm going to show you. I'm just setting up the fact that this first piece of internet shite, this was all done on a typewriter, Scott. They used to have the ribbons with the different colors, and you would have to hit shift, and there was they had the ribbon, and the thing actually had to strike the ink ribbon and all that stuff. Right. Well, this guy took us to another level, and this is called typewriter art. And look what this guy did, one stroke at a time, one keystroke at a time, artwork. Typewriter art is the first thing I'm bringing you on Internet Shite segment on BF Live The Vibe. Yeah, Scott. The patience already, right? I've never seen a typewriter used in this manner, Scott.
Right.
I've seen like pixelated art or people take images and make art out of it. I've never seen someone painstakingly like change the ribbon and diagonals and all this stuff. And look at the amount of detail. Yeah. You needed one for a college back in the day, says Space Nerd. Exactly. For if you wanted it. Yep. You took typewriting in high school and in like early parts of college. She's not wrong. Let me see. Now, where is, I'm glad that you did this. Our friend Oscar threw out the psych emoji. It's still in there. Scott, you weren't here yesterday, but I ran it back yesterday. I went back and visited Psych Clyde's YouTube page because the thought was, we went through it so fast the first time. I thought there was a lot of still good stuff there that we checked out, and we caught some new stuff. So it was fun running back some Psych after a while yesterday.
All right.
That was good. So that's I'm glad you used that emoji. Psych. I was saying psych. There you go. Andrew's got it. He knows what's up. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Let's run this one more time. This is typewriter art on Internet Shyt. Look, it's Times Square. I mean, you can clearly see what it is, Scott. And look at the edges on the bus right there. There you go, typewriter art. The first thing I bring you on BF Live's Internet Shyt. Psych emojis are being enjoyed by Just a Guest with his membership right there. Just took a nice little hit there. Hanging out with my friends, taking hits, and looking at some cool internet stuff, Scott. Now, you know, we're lucky enough here in the United States. We got lots of cars and lots of car companies and shit, but some parts of the world, they got to fake it until they make it with these cars. I'm about to show you one right here, Scott. Look at this. Yes, that art was very cool, Space Nerd, as we move on to the next thing that you're probably going to say the same thing about. So have that comment ready to copy and paste for the next piece I'm going to bring you right here on Internet Shyt. Check out this car made of all of like wire strips, Scott. This is like and what was it? It's supposed to be, this is a artist creating an incredible full-scale sculptures entirely out of wire. This is what we're looking at right here on Internet Shyt. This is a car made out of wire. Look, that's a Range Rover, Scott. And that's all wire. Look at this. Look at the detail. Look at this shit, Scott. Look at that detail. That's a Rolls Royce replica. That's a Range Rover. Look at that bale wire. It's got the Range Rover logo on it now.
That must take forever.
It must, Scott. That's a good question. I wonder how long it does take. Wow. Why are you taking so long? Hey, get it? Why I made a wire joke there. Why are you taking so long? I don't know what is happening. Ain't that something, Space Nerd? All right. Andrew, you rolling out right now?
5 minutes, but
it's 2:53. We're going to let Andrew do an early rollout right here in the middle of Internet Shyt. Andrew the Giant, last words, buddy, and I'll roll your clip. Tell me where they can find you.
I got 5 minutes, but
yeah, roll it. Go ahead and say what you got. No filter tomorrow. It's Friday, buddy. So tomorrow's no filter with Andrew and friends. Are you going to make it?
Yes.
All right. There you go.
Bobby Nick doesn't. If everybody doesn't know show on me.
All right, Andrew the Giant. Well, tell us while I look for your thing. Here comes your clip, your plug thing right here. Andrew the Giant was nice enough to co-stream this show today on his channel, his very successful channel, Andrew the Giant 96. Welcome all people that are watching the co-stream. Thank you for joining BF Live The Vibe, and a few of you that came over and part of this family and subscribed. I appreciate that. You can catch Andrew the Giant here whenever he gets his iPad synced up again. He'll be doing more live stuff on Andrew the Giant 96 channel with over 40,500 subscribers. And you can see him tomorrow night with Scott Fitzpatrick and Bobby Nick. If people don't know show on him, that'll be 7 o'clock East tomorrow night. You can catch him on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Thank you, Andrew. Any last words other than that, my friend?
Hopefully the show goes on tomorrow because I was quite pissed off last night.
All right, the show went off last night. Sometimes people got to miss a day, and you don't always see it coming, Andrew. But Andrew the Giant, whenever he can, he'll always be on Andrew the Giant 96 and No Filter with Andrew. He's not done complaining. Yes. Keep
what
going.
Makes it worse?
Yes, what makes it worse?
Is I don't have anything, so I don't know about it till I get on. It's like, oh.
All right, well, Andrew's going to, whenever he gets a hold of his gear, he's going to check on it and see if Bobby Nick or all these son of a bitches don't know show on him, and you might see him on No Filter with Andrew and Friends channel tomorrow night at 7 o'clock East, but you'll always see him whenever he has his pad or his video games on Andrew the Giant 96. Thank you, Andrew. Peace and love. Have a good weekend, my friend, and I'll catch you on the next one. There goes Andrew the Giant. As we're still in the middle of internet Shyt, Scott. Boy, there you go. I'm trying to get out. Try to get out with too much. Try to get out with too much damage there, but there you go. There you go. That's our boy, Andrew. We love some Andrew. All right, I'm going to move down to our next piece of internet Shyt. We started off with the typewriter art, and then I showed you those people making all these luxury vehicles out of wires, simply out of wire sculptures. Was the second thing I showed you. Now we're going to get into some stuff. Here we go, Scott. I think somebody turned me on to this one a while ago that knows that we like Corbin Millette teasing his parents. Somebody threw this in Discord and says, here's Corbin doing something to his parents on internet Shyt. Filling my parents' bathroom with foam is what he's doing this time. Let's see how mom and dad like this on internet Shyt.
Filling my parents' bathroom with foam.
My parents' faces have been looking a little too dry lately, so I filled the bathroom with the new CeraVe Air Foam Cleanser.
Sponsor, Scott. Now, I don't know if mom's going to give a fuck because she don't like the water and the moisture, but sponsor tells me money. And so we'll see how it got mom's tolerance level if she's on to the fact that there's a sponsor. I'm thinking she ain't going to give a fuck.
I partnered up with CeraVe because they got a brand new air foam cleanser.
CeraVe's got an air foam cleanser?
Yeah. Hydrate
See, dad knows how to do it.
your skin for up to 8 hours.
Dad's like, I don't give a fuck what it is. I know you got money for this.
And it eliminates the oil on your face.
Can I try some?
Yeah.
He just falls right into sales mode.
Oh, yeah.
Look how
Think if I
Jesus.
use more, it'll last longer.
It might.
Man, not only is my face hydrated, but I think the bathroom got hydrated.
Oh,
it ain't
boy.
a foam party unless you get some on.
Filling my parents'
Oh,
bathroom
we didn't get no
with
mom,
foam.
Scott. We didn't get no mom. Oh, no mom on that one. So dad played the game. Space Nerd says, thank you to me, BF Live the Vibe. I do. I bet I do there, Space Nerd. I got mail, huh? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I was looking for that one. There it is.
You've got mail.
Oh, shit, I do. Let's see. All right, I'll look into that. Is it something I need? The 10 to for the end of internet Shyt. So, yeah, we didn't get no mom on that one, Scott. I was a little disappointed by that one.
Yeah.
A little disappointed by that one. Let me see. Oh, I got mail, of course. But, oh, my God. You know why she's saying that, Scott? Because, I always razz, and you can blame Space Nerd for that juicy man meat segment. She filled up my box with no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm stopping counting. There's at least 20 pieces of juicy man meat she crammed into my box. Nope, maybe next week. There you go, Space Nerd. Yeah, we're going to wind down this show today. Thank you for all your enthusiasm and all your contributions, I guess. Thank you is the right word. All right. I just mentioned that you saw how Dad is down with the sponsors. And some people have questioned this whole relationship and why he gets away with teasing his parents and he does all this stuff. And my whole theory is because he's getting paid, Scott. Because that's the only reason that Mom is cool with any of this on any level is because he's pulling in sponsors. Now, he just showed you that CeraVe. Here's another one. This time, putting a C4 gumball machine in his parents' house.
C4 gumball machine in my parents' house.
Last year I got my parents this gumball machine, but my mom made me get rid of it. But since my dad loves C4 so much, I repainted it and filled it with C4 cans.
Oh, dude, this thing looks sweet, man. I can't believe you painted that.
I know. Doesn't it look good?
It looks good for you. It ain't coming out of there, man.
Hey, you just gotta reach over top, man.
Aw.
You better grab a chair.
Oh, you too short, Dad. Oh, Dad. Oh,
No, I love that C4 Ultimate.
You got to make the machine work. This ain't one of his better
Should have
things.
hooked the AC unit up to him, kept him cold. You know they got Lego Land?
Yeah.
Like this is like C4 Land with all the C4 stuff we got.
Come on, Mom. So she can see it.
Camera. I can see exactly what I want in my kitchen.
Well, that's why I got it for you. Mom, open it.
You're not going to fit a can out that little hole.
Oh, she went for it anyway.
Putting a C4 gumball
And there
machine.
you go, C4. Yeah, Scott. So, like I said, when I first started watching him, it wasn't so much with the sponsors, and then I would always ask a question, and the more I start seeing the sponsors, I'm like, this boy is quietly pulling in some coin, and then I go by the tolerance level of the parents. That kind of judges that too.
Yeah.
Let's see, we did that one. Let's see. Oh, what else have I got left here? I want to show you. Let's leave you with a banger here on Internet Shyt. I do have a couple pieces left, but I'm going to leave us with one cool one where we go, almost like a what the fuck was that one? How about, well, that's a candidate. Let me look at this one real quick. What is this one? Nah, that's too long. All right, I'm going to show you this last one here. All right, this is a cool piece of Internet Shyt I'm going to share with you. This is about something that they do overseas. You know, I'm always interested with other countries' technologies and stuff and how other societies are doing it and bringing it, Scott. So this is called Meanwhile in Japan. And like you want to go to the ice cream shop, you want some soft serve, but you don't go to a kiosk or a machine. This is like no people involved, Scott. An ice cream kiosk right here. They say Meanwhile in Japan right here on Internet Shyt. Let's watch this thing make its own soft serve. And you know, soft serve, you got to have that nuance. You got to have that pull it away and twist it in a certain way. Yeah. So let's watch automatic ice cream being made right here on Internet Shyt. Got to play some Nintendo music or some shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, bro. Oh, that's a little show they put on, a hologram show.
Mario.
Yeah, you get a little 3D hologram show with it, Scott. I guess that's just to keep your attention in between cycles, right? And there you go. One ice cream, no human interaction at all. There you have it, Scott. All right. Yeah. Well, it's 3 minutes after 3 o'clock right here. I say we wind up this show and let you know where the fun's going to be after this, because this chat will be redirected. But what I was going to say, you will be redirected is what I tried to get out of my mouth the first time, but I digress on that. Let's end this segment right here, and I'll tell you where you're going to get redirected and where the fun is going to be after I wrap up Internet Shyt. There you have it, folks. I am spent. It is just 3 minutes after 3 o'clock where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you all for being here today on BF Live The Vibe. We're not done having fun with you today or this weekend. We're going to do a few plugs. I'm going to let you know real quickly that if you are in the chat when this stream ends today, the current one you're watching, you'll be automatically redirected over there to the Levy-verse, where Bob Levy is going to be doing Out of the Coffin right now. He's probably doing like his 10 intros or something, even though I know he says he don't do the 10 intros no more. You got a little intro time before you make your way over there. But Scott, thanks for hanging with me the whole time today. I really appreciate having you to talk with and bounce things off of. Tell any plugs you want, any last words, or any last things you want to say, Scott. Where are you going to be after this?
Just like Andrew was saying, for Saturday, No Filter at No Filter, Andrew and Friends at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then provided Bobby Nick's okay, tonight, I believe we got Lunatic Lounge on Bobby Nick's channel at Bobby Nick 1978 at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then for some local bullshit, if you want to check out some locales, go at Angry Iguana 112.
I helped you out with your plugs right on the screen. There you go, Scott Fitzpatrick, the Angry Iguana 112. If you see the segment.
Then on the other channel at the Prop Master 69, I've been here lately. I've been kind of transferred over to my interaction with dogs, so I put my dog videos over there now.
Yeah, and I'm sorry you put some of those things in our chat recently, but the timing wasn't working out where you were. I like showing the videos when you're here, so maybe we'll touch on some more of those videos on Monday, because Scott who was not really a dog person when we first met him, is kind of deep into the dog game now, and he's had some fun videos of interactions with his dogs. We'll share them with you, or like he said, you can catch them on some of his channels, maybe on Prop Master 69 or the Angry Iguana 112 if you want all Scott's locale stuff. Thank you, Scott Fitzpatrick. Oh, let me take that out. There we go. I want Bobby Nicks real quick because, Bobby Nick, he could be on anywhere in this sleep cycle right now. He stays up very late and then he'll go get a little sleep, wake up and do a little burst podcast and then go to sleep again. And he'll probably be showing up later, like Scott said. Maybe he's up for it. So if he is up for it, you will catch him on these things, Rob. You'll catch him on Bobby Nick channel 1978 right here on YouTube. And like we said, pending if he's up for it, like Scott qualified it, he does the lounge a lot of times on the weekend, folks, on Saturdays, and he's been throwing a Sunday show in there. That's the show where if you go over there and for just $1, he'll play any song that you want, any video request if you want. And if you buy a membership that's worth $5, you'll get 6 selections of them, 6 requests, and they're lifetime guaranteed. The Bobby Nick lifetime guarantee. As long as Bobby Nick walks this earth, those will be valid for you. You get the Bobby Nick lifetime guarantee for a membership over there. $5 membership, you get 6 requests. Check out Bobby Nick on Bobby Nick 1978 and on the Bobby Nick Show right there on the good old Rumble channel, folks. As far as myself, this wraps up my week of podcasting. Join me here every day, Monday through Friday, for this kind of thing that we do right here. I hope that you enjoy this. Let somebody else know about the positive vibes and what we get down to here every day, Monday through Friday. I'm going to see you tomorrow night, though, folks. This ain't the last time I'm going to see you for this week. Tomorrow night, I'm doing that show I was telling you about earlier, Replayables. We watch videos, we drink, we smoke, we laugh, we joke, we spin a wheel. Me and Scotty been designing a new set and everything. And we have a lot of fun, like getting context clues, and I'll pick songs based on some of the things that we're saying during the show. And when we go over to Rumble, I'll play those songs. So join me tomorrow night, 8:45 East, or for Replayables, with the one and the only Shawnee and the like. Please join me there tomorrow night when you're done doing your kind of Saturday chores and you want to wind down for a Saturday evening, but you're not done having fun and want to go to bed yet. 8:45 is where you can catch me on 100 Proof Podcasting tomorrow night. Well, I think we said it and done it all, folks. For Bobby Nick, for Andrew the Giant, he's not even backstage anymore. For Scott Fitzpatrick and all the chat family, thank you all very much. I enjoy doing this for you so much. It is an honor. I appreciate it. Join me here every day, Monday through Friday, as I attempt to bring you 3 hours of live fun content. So for all of those guys and for you, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday because the weekend's already going. We started it. It's already going. If you're in the chat, you'll be redirected over to the Levy-verse at the conclusion of this show, and let Bob Levy know that we joined you from BF Live The Vibe. Peace and love, folks. And like we say on The Vibe, we don't say bye. We just say bye for now because we know we're going to see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Bye for now, and we'll see you. Have a good one, y'all. See you on the Levy-verse. See you Monday.
For me today.
Bye, y'all.
I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
End of the day, Bobby's
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Chat family.